Okay.
Welcome to another live episode of the Wisco Fanatics Show, where we discuss the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, Badgers football, and basketball from an optimistic perspective. Wisco Fanatics is brought to you by Cardboard Legacy, Wisconsin's most complete sports card shop. Buy, sell, grade, and consign all at their location in Oshkosh.
I'm going to need everybody to give me the Italian hands in honor of Sal Frelick's birthday today. The Italian stallion. Happy birthday to Sal Frelick. One of our favorites. Welcome back to another episode of Wisco Fanatics. We finally made it. We did all our draft prep. We finally made it to the mock draft episode. I'm so excited. I've been looking forward to this since we started this journey that we were on. We have a full panel today. Myself, Tyler, Bryant, and Simon. Simon looking slick. That's a nice hat, Simon. I was going to wear mine as well, but I was like, you know what? The Brewers are playing today, so I'll rock the Brewers today. But how you guys doing? Simon, how you doing, buddy?
Everything's great, dude.
Good. Brian, what's up, buddy?
Doing pretty good. I'll have some possible personal news I'll be able to share with you guys next week, but some good news for me. But eventful week, so it's a good week.
Good. Tyler, what's up, brother?
What's up, brother? Another day. We're back.
If you guys haven't, I know this is off topic, but if you haven't seen like the videos of him, Jinxie, and Queso trying to play this game called Content Warning,
Where they have to record the video?
Yeah, dude, I was dying. Push me off the chain, one more time. You gotta watch him, Simon. I know you've been pretty busy, but
I am way out of the loop on this one.
He's like a streamer.
I know, like someone explained it to me, but I still haven't looked around.
It's hilarious. It has me rolling. So
yeah, he's a pretty funny dude. He seems pretty down to earth. So he's not like doing it for the money or anything like that. It's just he just enjoys streaming and playing Madden, and he just seems like a good guy, man. So I'll always support him. You know, special teams, special players, special plays. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he's pretty funny. But we're gonna get into these mock drafts here. Pretty excited. We're going to do a couple where we draft for every team, and then we're going to do a couple where we draft the first 3 rounds for the Green Bay Packers, because those are going to be really the hyper-focused ones that people really know about most of those players. So, Tyler, as we get into this, I'll let you take control here, buddy.
Yeah, and the other reason that we're going to do just the first 3 rounds on their own a few times before we start doing all 7 rounds is because the Packers have 5 picks in the top, 91?
It's definitely in the top 100.
They have 5 picks in the top 106, I think. 106? Because they have the 25, 41. They have 2 in the third. Yeah, I think it's the top 106.
126 is where they have. They have 5 rounds in the 5 picks in the top 3 rounds.
Yeah, but I knew it ended with a 6. Man, I was close.
All right. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna do a couple that are focused mainly on the first 3 rounds of the draft, because those are the ones where it's like essentially like the top 200. All the players that we had on here, we've talked about, those will feature more prominently in those first few rounds. And then after that, it's going to be a little bit less, drafting from our knowledge base, and a little bit more like, okay, like what else can we get in this area? What else can we find later on in the draft? So we're going to use Pro Football Focus's mock drafting tool. I chose Pro Football Focus over Pro Football Network just because there are a few more settings. So you can kind of change. Obviously, you see the PFF versus the public board here. The carrying for positional value, drafting for needs, and then the randomness. You can turn the randomness way up, and then it just is just a cluster. But
yeah.
So we're gonna do just the first round, just to kind of give the idea of what we think is going to happen here, and then it'll kind of set up where we're gonna start from doing the first round picks for the Packers, and then after that, then we'll do the first 3 rounds a few times and see different strategies if the Packers go with this player versus that player, how it changes things, how it affects the draft later on, and just to keep talking about some of the players that we've discussed throughout our last 5 weeks of discussing position groups. So starting with the Bears, number 1, they're clearly...
And we're not doing any trades for this one either, because we don't know what every team will
Right. This is going to be just assuming
kind of what we think it could fall like.
Right. So the Bears are clearly taking Braylon Allen, number 1. Okay. Everybody knows they're taking Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
I've been seeing them do some smoke screen with Drake May, though. I will say that.
Chance.
They won't take
don't
Drake
think
May.
it's happening.
Not after Trubisky.
I think Drake May is going number 2.
Yeah, so Drake May, I've heard today that he might technically doesn't want to play in Washington. I know that doesn't mean much, so it could be interesting to see if they go Jaden Daniels, but we could go chalk and probably go Drake May would be my thought.
Mm-hmm. I read today that Jaden Daniels didn't love that Washington brought in 4 quarterbacks at one time to meet with all of them.
Whatever.
Yeah, that was weird.
I mean, it's an interesting way to interview. That's like you have. Instead of having recency bias, they're all recent. You have all 4 of them to talk about. You just met them all today.
Right. And I'd be interested to meet them all together and then meet with them separately.
Yeah. It's too easy to fall in love with one.
Right.
Say you met with Drake 2 weeks ago and then Jaden Daniels walks in the door and now he's the new shiny toy or whatever. Like, it's too easy. So I kind of thought it was an interesting way of doing it, in my own opinion.
That's a good way to look at it. I agree with that, actually.
Yeah, but the players are not going to see that.
Right.
Well, too bad for them. It's not their goddamn decision, is it?
Yeah. Why are you complaining?
That's what could separate.
Multi-millionaire.
But that's what
get paid lots of money, dude.
You don't like the fact that you have to interview against other people for a dream job? Come on, man.
Right. Okay. So this third pick, this is where things kind of start to change for me, because I've seen a lot of mock drafts where Marvin Harrison Jr. is going number 3. Personally, I think the Patriots should, not necessarily that they will, I think they should take Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, I think they go quarterback here. They don't have a quarterback on the roster. Bailey Zappi.
I was like, who is their current quarterback?
Bailey Zappi is not
tough.
Yeah, they're going quarterback for sure.
Bailey Zappi is Mac Jones, just even worse.
Do you think they would be interested in taking Marvin Harrison and signing like Jimmy G or some Ryan Tannehill as like a stopgap?
I don't think they want to go with that veteran stopgap route, especially having a new coach.
If Bill was there, I would say they might bring back Jimmy G, but
yeah,
that's true.
So Jaden Daniels, JJ McCarthy, somebody else.
I would say Jaden.
It's probably one of those.
They've had luck with Michigan quarterbacks, so maybe they surprise everyone.
He's been called the next Tom Brady. I'll just say that.
Oh God,
Harbaugh called him better than Brady.
Who did?
Well, his coach, of course, is going to say something stupid
his
like
coach.
that.
Oh,
I would say probably just go Chaco, Jaden Daniels.
Yeah,
I agree. Okay.
Yeah. This is where I think Marvin Harrison goes.
Marvin Harrison.
Yeah.
They need receivers bad.
I'm going to tell you guys something. Since we have all offensive players, the betting in Vegas is the over-under for offensive players drafted in the first round is 21.5.
Yeah, I saw that.
Last year, it was 19.
I'd probably take the over, to be honest.
Isn't 22 like the record?
I don't remember what the record is.
5 quarterbacks and 8 wide receivers in the first round would be the record.
I saw the over-under.
I see 8 or 9 offensive linemen going in the first round.
Yeah.
I honestly think – I know their team needs are showing – they don't show offensive line, but aren't they hurting pretty bad at offensive line?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
I could see them taking Joe Alt here. Wouldn't be a bad pick, I think, for them.
Yeah, but they have no wide receivers.
That's true. They don't have wide receivers either.
And they have a quarterback that's a lot of money.
They have Quentin Johnson, Josh Palmer.
Oh, they have
I don't know who else.
Exactly. That's what I thought. Okay.
Well, we can't give up on him after 1 year.
I'm not saying I give up on him. I'm just saying,
you lost Keenan Allen and Mike Williams in the same offseason.
You're making a good point that they probably have. To me, I think.
Okay, bye, Bryant.
If you can't protect him, he can't. I would take my franchise left tackle here if I'm the Chargers.
Isn't Slater their left tackle?
Who?
Slater.
Sean Slater.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Put him at right tackle then.
I think if
I'm drafting a right tackle at pick number 5.
Yes, you could.
Slater. See a top left tackle in the league?
Yes, he's very good.
Yeah, Rashawn Slater is good. I think he was all pro like 2 years ago.
Okay, so then Malik Neighbors probably.
I'll say my thing with the Chargers is they lost Keenan Allen and Mike Williams.
Yeah.
Giants are an interesting one.
This is where if Joe Alt gets there, I feel like they have to take Joe Alt.
They should take Joe Alt.
They should take Joe Alt.
I also could see them taking JJ McCarthy at 6 if the Vikings don't trade up to 5.
They're not taking a quarterback.
I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. Or I think what's probably going to happen is New York trades back.
Yeah,
I
agree there. But with the fact that we're not doing trades, I feel like it'd be if Joe Alt falls to the lap, I feel like they need to take Joe Alt.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Their offensive line, like they've been struggling for offensive line for years. It seems like.
Yeah. Well, even when they draft guys that are supposed to be good, they get moved into guard, and then they still suck at guard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't think of his name right now, but
so next the Titans. They have wide receiver listed as a need on here, but they have Calvin Ridley and DeAndre Hopkins. I don't think
Travion Burke.
Yeah.
Burks. I think Burks kind of sucks though.
Yeah, but a third wide receiver, he's probably okay as a third
wide receiver 3. I'd be okay with him. Not a 2.
I think it's only listed because Ridley's not. I mean, who knows if he's actually any good? Yeah. And then Hopkins is getting up there in age. Yeah. I think this is the last year of his deal.
I could see them going Latu here though. To add a pass.
What about Brock Bowers?
I was thinking Bowers, to be honest with you.
They have had, a couple decent tight end. Who's that tight end they have now, though? That's okay. They have a tight end that was putting up some numbers last year, I think.
I don't know. I'm not familiar on my Tennessee Titans.
I'm definitely not either.
Look at their depth chart real quick.
I'm pulling them up.
The Kwanku.
Oh, Chikezimo Okonkwo.
Yeah. I couldn't remember that name.
Yeah, he's actually pretty good. I agree with that.
So I feel like this could be the first defensive player right here in Latu. Would be my thought because adding him to that edge room. I know people are concerned a little bit about his neck, but the dude came back after that and put up 15 and a half, 16
he balled out last year. Yeah, he was so good.
So the Titans have Chikezimo Okonkwo. He had 54 catches, 528 yards, and a touchdown. They also drafted Josh Wiley last year. I think
I forgot about him.
Yeah,
he only had 9 receptions.
Taking a tight end. I agree with Latu. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that's a good pick for them.
Yep. Who's the next O line? Just out of curiosity.
It's probably Olu Fashanu.
Yeah, him and his tiny hands.
Guaga is the next one, but I have him penned in somewhere else.
Would you go Latu or Dallas Turner here, though? Probably Latu. I think Latu.
I would go Latu.
I feel like Latu has, the bust potential if his injury strikes up, but I think he has the highest ceiling.
Yeah, he's a boomer bust pick right here.
Yeah.
All right, I'm good with Latu.
I think they take Mitchell here.
Yeah, that'd be a good pick for them.
I'm with that. Okay.
And I think the Bears take.
They don't take a Dunze. No way they take a Dunze, right?
Nope.
Everyone thinks they're going to take a wide receiver. I'm like, why?
I think they're looking at offensive or defensive line.
Yeah.
I could see them taking a wide receiver.
I can see it too.
I mean,
Keenan Allen's 32 right now. He's on a 2-year deal.
True.
And he's got injury history. He's going to be playing outside in the cold.
But what have they done to their previous quarterbacks? Get him killed by the offensive line.
Yep. Well,
if you're going to take Caleb Williams, if I'm them, he's already got good enough wide receivers. They got a good tight end. He's got weapons. They just signed DeAndre Swift. He has people to throw the damn ball to.
Yep.
If I'm them, if he doesn't have time to throw the ball, what's the point of picking him?
In my opinion, I could see them going D-line here and getting Sweat some help. Because I think he's like their only.
It is a deep
consistent pass rusher.
So, if they got Jerzon Newton or something right here, or Byron Murphy or Dallas Turner, possibly. Jerzon, I don't know if they want to go interior. If they're looking for a real edge, I think you'd go Dallas Turner.
I'm with that. Dallas Turner?
I'm with Dallas Turner.
All right.
I think Bears fans would like Dallas Turner.
This is where our next offense. I don't think you get. Well, they could take Rome and Doomsday here, though.
They're taking Rome.
I think they take Rome for Aaron Rodgers.
They are all in on the Rodgers experiment especially after what happened last year. They're all in.
And I hope it turns out for him. Honestly, I'd love for him to be.
I'll tell you what, Alan Lazard and Randall Cobb looked fucking sad last year.
Yeah.
They look sad.
That offense looked sad last year, outside of like Breece Hall.
The Jets also added Mike Williams.
Yeah,
but he has his own set of injury history.
Yeah, and they added a couple offensive linemen, but those also have injury history. So it'll be.
I think Brock Bowers might be an interesting pick here too.
That would be. I actually think Bowers would be interesting also.
Yeah,
I don't hate that. It's just that Rodgers never throws a tight end.
Well, yeah, but Bowers can block and receive.
Robert Tonyan at 10.
Michael Finley. Don't you remember that year? He just hasn't had any huge tight
ends.
in
the red zone.
I just don't. I
also
don't
think
use
your tight ends.
I also don't think you let Dunze fall.
You can throw them the ball at any point in the field. You don't have to throw them just in the red zone.
I think Rome Odunze would be a pick here. It'd be fun. It'd be interesting to see him on the field with Williams. So,
all right. Vikings at 11.
If JJ McCarthy drops here, it's easily.
I think they're going to trade up with the Chargers.
I think they'll trade up to get him.
I think they're going to use 11 and 23.
Passing on Michael Penix Jr. in my opinion. Just saying that out loud.
I like Michael Penix a lot.
I think he's much better than JJ McCarthy. He's way more accurate, and he's a fucking gamer.
And he's way more
hopefully
athletic.
He can go somewhere else.
I don't want Penix in Minnesota because he would destroy it.
I think they're going to take McCarthy.
In a dome with JJ and Addison, he'd be filthy.
I don't want the Vikings to get Penix.
If I was like a Vikings fan, I'd like, dude, give me Michael Penix. But whatever. They like JJ McCarthy, go ahead. You can take JJ McCarthy in the game manager.
Yeah.
This team is a mess. You can have young Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, you could literally put almost anyone here and it'd be all right.
Yeah. I could see them going Terrion Arnold here. To get some help for
I like Terrion Arnold.
Let him fall to 25.
I wonder if his name. What's the other corner? I can't remember the
Broncos. The way that the Broncos have been, I could see them drafting a DB, and I could see it being Cooper DeJean because of the versatility, or Terrion Arnold.
Yeah, I would say Terrion Arnold if I'm them.
You put Terrion Arnold with Patrick Surtain.
Yeah, why can't I remember his name? Yeah, but that's a really good duo. And Denver's always kind of like, okay, we have an absolute stud duo at cornerback. So this is just kind of makes sense to me.
I agree.
This is another team that's an absolute mess. I think the next offensive lineman goes here though.
Talise Fuaga at 13 would be a steal for the Raiders.
Yeah.
All right.
Saints. Could they take Michael Penix here?
I've seen it happen.
Are they in love with Carr?
Probably not. They don't love Carr. There's no way after last year.
So, are you considering Byron Murphy here or Jerzon too?
I'm leaning Jerzon.
I thought the Saints have an offensive line problem too. Let me see.
I can pull up the Saints offensive line.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that.
Yeah, they definitely need offensive line help.
They have Ryan Ramczyk.
Yeah,
he's getting up there.
Their center was graded very well.
Yeah, Ruiz, he's pretty good.
Yeah, no, I think they go
Eric McCoy.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
So I think they go
because what's his name didn't end up really working out.
Jerzon here.
Oh, Trevor Penning.
Yeah, he didn't end up really working out.
That's right.
At least not the last couple of years.
They could take Fatanu too.
Thank you for reminding me of that. I could not remember who the hell that was.
Trevor Penning has a pretty rough grade.
Yeah.
He's been disappointing.
Yeah, we all thought he was going to be a monster, dude.
I liked him a lot.
Me too.
Yeah, Andrews Pete was much better graded than Trevor Penning.
Well,
it looks like they could use guards too. So, I don't know. Maybe they take Fautanu because he can play guard and tackle.
You can see that. I mean, I can see them taking a D lineman as well.
Yeah, Fautanu or Fashanu.
I'm leaning either Newton or Fautanu is where I'm going. Is where I'm leaning.
I can see them taking Newton. A lot of people like Newton. He's probably going to go in this area anyways.
Yeah, I would say go Newton. Change it up a little bit from what we've seen.
I'll go with that.
Now, Colts are probably punching air right now because they wanted either Arnold or Quinyon Mitchell.
Yeah.
But that's why I think they could take DeJean here, or maybe the guy out of Clemson,
Nate Wiggins.
Wiggins, yeah. Show just cornerbacks real quick. Are you able to
Corners?
do that? Yeah. I think Wiggins is falling because of size. Obviously we don't know the Colts like size differential. My thought is they haven't re-signed that safety that actually played pretty well for them. So I don't know if they're gonna redo or if they're gonna sign him or if he got signed elsewhere. But
Julian Blackman?
Yeah. I think they would like
elsewhere.
I think they would like DeJean's.
Yep, they are really good. Steve said what I was gonna say. I was gonna wait for you to be done. They're really big on RAF scores, just like NBA is. They like athletes. They just draft athletes.
Yeah. So that's where Cooper DeJean had a 9+ RAS, right?
Yeah, Nate Wiggins had a pretty high one
Yes,
too. Nate, hold on, I have it here. Nate Wiggins 9.42.
Ooh.
I can't remember what DeJean's ended up being, but it was in the 9s as well.
Julian Blackman. Oh, Julian Blackman did sign back with the Colts, so maybe they don't need a safety. They could still use a corner, but they don't need a safety.
Where did you say Julian Blackman went?
Blackman went back to the Colts.
Okay, so then maybe they just drew cornerback and Wiggins here.
Yeah, I would go with Wiggins too. Okay, Seahawks.
Guard center. So I don't think you're taking I know Packers don't typically take an interior lineman this early, but for me, if I'm them, I go Fatano or Fashanu and then see if, I just have to move somebody around.
Yeah, they could use.
Their team that would like Cooper DeJean as well, to be honest.
Their centers were awful. You guys think it's too soon to go with like a Jackson Powers Johnson at 16?
I mean, you could kick a Fatanu inside.
Yeah.
If they really wanted to.
I think you would. I don't think you would take Jackson Powers Johnson here. I think you would go like Simon saying, if you can kick him inside, then you go to the one that's more versatile.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going Fautanu.
Yeah.
Okay. Jaguars.
Dude, Brock Bowers is still sitting there, but
I was going to say, is this where Brock Bowers goes?
If he doesn't go here, he's going to the Bengals. If he falls to the Bengals are taking him.
Yeah, which is so dumb. If Olu is there, why are they not taking a tackle? But they will take Brock Bowers.
Yeah.
I think Brock Bowers is one of the more interesting first-round prospects where, like, nobody knows where he's going to go.
The Jaguars also have, use, and love Evan Ingram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know that they need another tight end. So do they maybe go with Olu Fashanu or...
I mean, wouldn't hurt to short that line. I mean, I think they're trying to figure out what Trevor Lawrence is, to be honest. And if they can get him protected better, that's probably a smart idea. So yeah, I think Fashanu would be.
I actually saw that they're discussing extensions with him right now too.
Yeah, so that would probably be a good pick.
Yeah, I like Olu Fashanu. That's a good pick.
Yeah.
So
Brock Bowers, they're gonna do it. I mean, they need a tight end. They don't like their quarterback.
I mean, the only other.
Yeah, what about JC Latham?
JC Latham.
So I think D line here, Byron Murphy for the Rams. Oh, sorry, I thought we took Bowers. My bad.
Okay, I was just trying to throw an alternate idea out there.
So you can go JC Latham. Maybe they stop messing around and take JC Latham, and Bowers falls to it looks like maybe Miami needs a tight end, but.
Oh, I would like that actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
Rams.
Here. Let's pretend they actually do something smart and they protect Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
So I would take JC Latham.
Don't the Rams kind of need a tight end too? I know it's not listed there, but
I think for them, with Arnold, Donald retiring, they're going to take Byron Murphy because he's.
I agree.
Oh, yeah,
he's the closest to having that kind of impact.
Yep. I actually participated in a mock draft for one of the fan-sided sites that I write for, and I picked Byron Murphy for the Rams for that reason.
Yeah. I think they take Cooper DeJean here. Is who I would take if I was in there.
I see, to me, I feel like Amarius Mims is a Steeler.
Didn't they?
I don't like
Hold
him.
on.
I
Didn't
feel like
did
Mitch
Mims?
would be a Steeler.
I gotta
What'd you
look
say,
at
Jake?
something.
Are you guys just trying to make Cooper DeJean fall to us?
No,
No.
Yeah.
I really think that they could use wide receiver help.
Because I don't think Cooper DeJean would make it past Philly, to be honest. But yeah,
No, they not don't. Amarius Mims played right tackle. They drafted that dude last year to
Yeah.
play right tackle. The 6'7", 360 dude, whatever the hell his
Yeah,
name
out
is.
of Ohio State or whatever.
Yeah,
or Georgia.
I forgot his name. It was a Georgia dude, I think.
Georgia.
So I don't think Mims makes sense for the Steelers.
I agree with that.
They need corner. They need wide receiver because they did
need
trade
Roderick Jones.
They need
What's
wide
his
receiver help. That's why I said Mitchell, man. I was like, that could
Yeah.
work. For them,
Because
honestly.
they
Donnie
lost
Mitchell would be a good
Deontay
pick for them.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they lost what's his face?
And, you know, George Pickens, he could be your targets monster, and then Mitchell could just be the guy over the top that could really be the big play guy.
I
You
like
know?
I think a Donnie Mitchell would be a good pick here.
So Bowers to the
Bowers
Dolphins?
here, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I
honestly,
think
I
this
would
is
think
where Cooper
DeJean
DeJean
here.
goes.
Yeah.
I would take Cooper. He's not making it past the Eagles.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now this is a really interesting pick for the Vikings. And in all actuality, I don't think they'll have this pick. I think they're taking this in 11 and they're moving up to 4.
I think they're moving up to 5.
5 to take McCarthy.
Yeah, I agree.
But if I'm the Vikings here, I might consider Brian Thompson Jr. because JJ wants to get paid, but you just took Jordan Addison. So I would think
Well, I think Graham Barton would be.
I was going to say
good
Graham
fit.
Barton. I would hate the fact that he went to Vikings, but I think Graham Barton would be a very good fit for them.
So I think looking at where they are as far as their offense is concerned, I could see them going Jackson Powers Johnson. Garrett Bradbury was bad last year.
It's true.
Yeah,
But
So
Graham
I could see
Barton,
them going Jackson
I think
Powers
Graham
Johnson.
Barton could kick into center and be just as good and versatile as Jackson Powers Johnson.
I don't think they value the versatility as much as some other teams do.
Yeah.
So I think Jackson Powers Johnson kind of makes sense if they're willing to spend a first on an interior guy.
Yeah.
Which I'm
He
pretty
I'm
might
sure
be
with
the
that.
only one.
Well, if they get McCarthy at 11, they're going to want to protect him. So you get the center and the quarterback right in one draft. I agree with that.
That's true. That's a good point.
Makes a lot of sense to me, man.
All right.
Space needs so much, dude. Do you take Jared Verse here? Do you take Graham Barton here possibly? Because
Man, they might as well just take the best player available.
I'm not going to lie to you. They might take Graham Barton.
Yeah, Graham Barton.
Yeah,
I think
I
Jared
would say.
Verse to pair with Michael.
Parsons.
Parsons. Yeah,
I agree with Jake. I think they go with Barton. They need to replace Tyron Smith.
Yeah. They're going Barton.
yeah.
They're not afraid to draft offensive line in the first round. They've shown that.
We are, boys.
Absolutely. Here we are.
Troy
Hold on, don't pick yet.
Troy Franklin.
No, I was just going to
Hold
make
on.
this pick without asking anybody after we did the
I
first
know.
24. I'm like, no, 25 is fine.
Okay. So hear me out here. Brian Thomas Jr.
No.
That'd be sick, dude.
Hold on. I'm not saying the Packers will do it. I'm saying if they did it, I wouldn't be upset.
I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't be upset. I just don't think it's going to happen.
Dude, wouldn't that be funny though? They take a first round draft.
Now,
First
for all the people bitching about Christian Watson's health, he'd be the ultimate
insurance.
insurance policy. And we'd have the 5th-year option with him. So if Christian Watson doesn't work out, we still have Brian Thomas Jr.
I would, if it was 2025, I would hear you out.
Thank you. That's exact, dude.
Yeah, good point.
We're not taking one right now.
I think
it would be
hang
dope.
on. If Watson still has injury problems, and you got to think about this, all these guys were eating last year, right? If they all eat again, you're not going to be able to pay them all, right? 2025 is when you take one, not this
And
one.
Musgrave-
Yeah,
Musgrave-
That'd be the
will-
insurance policy against that too.
yeah.
You
we
can do that next
We
year.
have insurance
I'd-
policy. His name Bo Melton. He balled out last year.
Stop.
Dude,
I like
come on.
I like Bo Melton, but
no.
Listen,
Just,
if we're
just
talking
talking
about like
we're not
that
talking
is
about
a lot.
using Bo Melton as your
Listen to
de
me.
facto number one.
You're not
Everybody
thinking
moved
about
up a
this.
seat.
You're
Yeah.
just
No,
thinking
I,
about just
I
wide
understand
receiver.
that.
We still didn't see Musgrave with a full season.
We
didn't
have
see a
a
full
I was gonna
Musgrave
say
season.
Musgrave's
crap
not going to tear. Hopefully, he won't.
We
last
haven't
rate is
seen
kidney
Josh
care.
Jacobs carry this offense. There's a lot of things that we
I'm
have
just
to consider
saying
here.
I wouldn't be upset if it happened.
I wouldn't.
I think it would be
upset
fun.
either.
If Brian Thomas
I
Jr.
would-
is the only guy that I would do this for.
I'm
by
gonna
the
tell
way.
you
So
right now.
this is my counterpoint, Jake. Is my thing is if there's a year that we really feel like we don't need necessarily anything, we don't love what's on the board like safety here. I do like Kool-Aid McKinstry. I think Kool-Aid would be a pick here, but I'm just saying I kind of agree with Simon that this would be the year that you could just take a flyer on possibly just adding that, because let's all be clear, we don't have a JJ Jefferson on our our Chase or anyone like that on our roster.
I don't necessarily care about that.
Like
much.
I'm just
I
saying,
was gonna say I spent 17 weeks last year bragging about how well the ball was spread around.
Yeah, it would be fun, but I think Kool-Aid McKinstry is a pick.
I think Jared Verse would be a good pick here
That's
too.
true too. That'd be a good pick.
Jared Verse has a pretty good size for what the Packers like at their edge guys. And Preston Smith's getting a little older. We don't necessarily know what we have in LVN yet. And what's his name towards ACL last year? Barre.
Yeah. No, good point.
I don't hate that logic. See, that
or Amarius Mims would be. I can go. We have like 5 picks here. We could go like anywhere. Amarius Mims. Going back to like something I read earlier this week about kicking Zach Tom inside. Amarius Mims could hold down the right tackle spot. Zach Tom at
20 man bridge.
Stop.
I think honestly, you sold me, Simon. I think Jared Verse is it. I think Jared Verse. If he falls here, I think you take
it. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Todd said the Bears with their first pick, Williams, and then with their second pick, CJ Latham. I think we gave. I don't remember who we gave them with their second.
We gave them.
Dallas Turner. Yeah. All right, so we going Jared Verse?
I think so. Let's do it. Screw it.
All right. Steve
that's a premium position.
We have the luxury of swinging for the fences with a wide receiver. I just don't think the first round is where you take a flyer on somebody.
All right. So also hear me out on the other end is if you're taking you're not going to take a wide receiver later either because it doesn't make sense because they're not going to be better than the guys we already have.
You'd be only going for the home run. That's all you'd be doing.
That's the only reason I'm with Brian Thomas is because you're going for the home run, not a guy that we're hoping to compete with other guys.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yep. This would be interesting. Tampa Bay have a lot of picks, but what did they re-sign Baker Mayfield to?
100
like 3 years a year. I think it was like a 399 or something.
So they're not going to go Michael Penix here.
They're not taking a quarterback, no.
I could see Brian Thomas Jr. here because they just got Mike Evans. No, re-signed. He didn't go anywhere.
Re-signed.
Yeah, they re-signed.
What I think is going somewhere. Never mind. Ignore me.
So I'm leaning either Amarius Mims or Kool-Aid for them.
Yeah. I think, well, they got Winfield back. They did get They got beat up a little bit in the secondary last year, so I could see Kool-Aid McKinstry for sure.
Yeah, I don't want it to happen, but Kool-Aid fits in with the Tampa Bay vibe.
Yeah. And then this is Brian Thomas Jr. No, do you think would they double dip wide receivers? Would
that would be fun.
I think Michael Wilson and the tight end that kind of
I know
from a couple years ago, the white dude.
And think about this: if they took Brian Thomas Jr., they'd have 2 6'4" guys.
That'd be sick.
2 6'4" guys, and their quarterback is like 5'4".
Yeah.
Dude,
I'd do it. I think it'd be a crazy combo.
Brian Thomas Jr. That would be fun for the Cardinals.
This is Amarius Mims now. I think they go tackle here.
Well, they could go. They could go in so many places.
What about Lad McConkey?
Yeah, they need wide receiver help too.
I think they would be hoping that Brian Thomas fell to them.
Yeah.
Lad McConkey is a good pick.
What's his size? Like, how big is he? Is he shorter?
5'9".
Ooh. But they have someone like that on the roster.
Yeah.
To me, that wouldn't make sense for them to take him in the first. If he go to,
he says he's going to be a jump ball wide receiver. He must be taller.
Never mind. He's
6 that's not too. Oh, he's a little
22 point.
Yeah, I think that doesn't make sense. I don't think he'd fit. They already have a guy. I forget
think
his
you go
name.
Amarius Mims.
Yeah, take the other.
Yeah, I'm with Mims. All right, I'm going to
give them the worst possible player.
Well, who's the next edge on the board that they could take?
It's a good question.
Adisa, Isaac, Chop. Dude, if they check
Chop
Robinson at 29, I'm going to be mad.
Dude, Chop Robinson would be a good pick for them. So that'd be a lot to mix with Hutchins' strength, add Chop Robinson's speed. That's a pretty good duo.
God, I would hate them for that. That'd be a great pick, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
God, I hate the Lions. That's such a good pick.
Yeah, the Lions been cooking in the draft the last couple of years.
yeah. All right. So pick 30. What do
They
you guys
want Patrick Queen. Do they maybe take Peyton Wilson?
Possibly. That seems, man, that's early. Like, I don't like any of the linebackers is the problem. I'm not in love with any of them, I should say. I don't.
Peyton Wilson is the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but if
even
you pair
then,
him up
like
with another good
his injury
linebacker-
history. Sorry.
No, you're good. Just pairing him up with another good linebacker, pairing him up with a team that their identity has always really been defense. I could see this being a fit.
Yeah.
You put him and Trenton Simpson together. That's a good linebacker duo for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. Peyton Wilson makes sense. Yeah.
49ers, they take a wide receiver because they're going to lose Brandon Ayuk.
Maybe this is where Ladd could go because he kind of would fit that.
Ayuk's gonna get paid.
He could fit, but McConkey could
They don't
fit
have any
that
more money.
Ayuk kind of role position. I
He
think.
ain't getting paid by the 49ers. I'll tell you that right now.
Aren't they like solid?
Dude, they
at least
have
for
money.
this-
They have
this
money
year?
tied up in Trent Williams. They have money tied up in Bosa. They have money tied up in Debo Samuel. They have money tied up in Christian
Yeah.
McCaffrey. They don't have money.
I think next year. Hold on,
Yeah, when they're all
because I looked at it. Oh wait,
37
no,
years
you're right.
old and
Next year,
retired.
next year they're screwed. It's the year after they're okay because a couple of big guys fall off.
Yeah, they're going to be good for like 2 more years, and then it's the Packers division conference. Sorry.
Conference, yeah.
Well, the
Also
division is
division.
ours this year. The conference is ours next year.
So
Ah,
McConkey,
man, they
is
could
6
go.
feet.
They could go in a lot of places.
What do you think? They need a bigger guy or more of a slot
I
guy?
think Ayuk. I think they would want McConkey because he.
I really don't think they're gonna lose. They'll figure out a way to pay him.
What?
'Cause the same thing happened with Debo.
Yeah. What do they need? What edge rushers are there because they lost?
Disa
interior line.
Isaac was there.
God, I'm not dreaming.
I
We
don't
have a
think they're gonna
quarterback.
take
You
the
should
edge here.
probably get one of
What
those.
about interior linemen?
Offense or defense?
Defensive.
That's your defensive and edge. That's your D line and edge.
Didn't they just bolster their their interior line like last year? It's
Yeah,
kinda-
they got the guy from the Eagles.
Yeah.
But who did they get
And-
rid of?
Oh, they just lost Eric Armstead actually.
Yeah, that's who it was.
That's
Because-
right.
because
I
they
forgot
wanted
about
it-
him.
They wanted to make him take a pay cut, and he
Yeah.
went to the Jaguars.
I mean, they could go offensive line too. Who's
Jordan
there?
Morgan, maybe.
That's kind of where I was kind of thinking too. No, maybe Jordan Morgan.
Yeah, Tyler Guyton.
Tyler Guyton might
yeah,
not
I
be
think
bad
maybe
either.
Guyton.
Yeah, I would go with Guyton here.
All right. So which wide receiver are the Chiefs taking?
Troy Franklin.
Yeah, since their latest one just went to the freaking jail.
That's a big
Okay,
guy for
so
them. They didn't
this is
resign
where we
him.
end
He'll end up playing next year.
Todd, the Packers are closer to winning the conference and the Bears are winning the division. We're not doing this right now.
Yeah.
We're not doing this right now. You guys are not going to get a quarterback. You ruin quarterbacks, Todd. I'm
The
sorry.
the
That's a
Bears
reality you
are-
have to live with.
even with a good draft, the Bears are going from 4th in the NFC North to 3rd.
The Packers are much closer than the Bears are. This is
Yeah.
not a comparison.
Yeah, that's
The
Okay.
Packers were a few young guy mistakes away from beating San Francisco last year, and we were never even supposed to be close to that situation.
Yeah.
Now we're a year older. We still have a good coach. We have a new defensive coordinator. We don't know what that's going to do. We just filled our worst position with the best free agent available. And Jair's going into dog mode again.
You should
He's not ready for that.
You should snip this, Tyler, and then we can see how many we got wrong or right versus for the entire draft.
sure.
We got one right.
Caleb
Dude, we
Williams.
got at least. I'll say this: the over/under for us getting it right is probably 10.
Dude, imagine
we
if they
did
like
this last year, didn't we?
We did. I don't remember.
I think we got like 5 or 6. I think.
we got
We
a
did not
handful
surprise
of them
teams
right.
last year.
hey, imagine if the Bears were like, no, screw the Vikings. We're just trying to screw them over and they take JJ McCarthy first. Would that be
Oh my god. Chicago fans would be in shambles.
Oh yeah, they would burn that city down like more than it already is. Like the South Side would become the North Side.
It'd become the new Gotham City, dude.
No.
You're not writing all these down, are you?
All right. I'm gonna read them off. So just so that if anybody's listening to this later on, they can hear who we drafted. So number 1, Caleb Williams. Number 2, Drake May. Number 3, Jaden Daniels. Number 4, Marvin Harrison Jr. Number 5, Malik Neighbors. Number 6, Joe Alt. Number 7 to the Titans, Leatu Latu. Number 8 to the Falcons, Quinyon Mitchell. Number 9 to the Bears, gave them Dallas Turner. 10 to the Jets, gave them a wide receiver, Romo Dunze, instead of an offensive lineman, which I think would be the better pick for them. But Vikings still get their quarterback at 11 with J.J. McCarthy. Broncos at 12 draft another defensive back and Terrion Arnold. The Raiders have Tolize Fuaga fall into their lap at 13. Saints get a defensive lineman in Jerzon Newton. Colts get a corner in Nate Wiggins at 15. Troy Fautanu to the Seahawks at 16. Then Olu Fashanu to the Jaguars, who are potentially looking at extending Trevor Lawrence in the near future. J.C. Latham at 18. Byron Murphy at 19. Adonai Mitchell at 20. Brock Bowers at 21. Cooper DeJean to the Eagles at 22. JPJ to the Vikings at 23. Graham Barton to the Cowboys at 24. The Packers, Jared Verse at 25. Kool-Aid to the Buccaneers at 26. Brian Thomas Jr. to the Cardinals at 27. Amarius Mims to the Bills at 28. Chop Robinson to the Lions at 29. Peyton Wilson to the Ravens at 30. Tyler Guyton to the 49ers at 31. And Troy Franklin to the Kansas City Chiefs at 32. So that said, now we're going to do these just from the Green Bay Packers perspective here.
Go quicker too.
Yeah, here we go. We're going to do just the first 3 rounds. And we'll do these, just these first 3 rounds just a few times, just to kind of see, how these first handful of picks go. Okay.
Of course.
You guys can take your chalk. That's fine. Go ahead and take your chalk. We know what you want to do.
Take them, Tyler.
So this is interesting because here the Giants did take McCarthy at 6.
Yep.
I think it could happen.
Fuaga to the Bears. I mean, the rest of these, the Jets taking Quinyon Mitchell would be a
Brock
surprise.
Bowers to the Vikings.
He's not
makes
going
zero
there.
sense.
They're not doing that.
They have Hawkinson.
He got
but he
ACL,
wrecked his stuff last year.
But still, they're not doing that. Although once he's healthy, that would be a sick combo.
Dude, they just paid they just paid Hawkinson, didn't they?
But he tore his ACL late season.
I know, but they still have to pay him a lot of money.
Yeah. But that's why you pair him with a rookie that you don't pay nothing.
Right.
That's actually what?
Jared Verse to the Saints at 14. I could see that too.
Hey, Michael. Happy birthday.
Latu, Mims. See, Mims to the Steelers. I'm telling you, it's going to happen.
Brian Thomas Jr. the Vikings. See?
I can definitely see the Cowboys taking Mitchell.
Yeah. Okay.
With the speed.
So, I mean, we're doing Cooper DeJean.
Jerzon. Yeah. Let's just look at what's available, but we'll go Cooper DeJean this time. But Jerzon Newton, I think, would be a fun pick here. I do like.
I wouldn't be mad at Newton either.
Yeah, I like Kool-Aid more than Cooper, but
I don't. Okay.
Neither do I.
So,
all right.
But I think those 3 are pretty much like where you'd look at, and maybe Jackson Powers Johnson,
maybe.
But with all the, did there any tackles that fell right here?
I don't think Jackson Powers Johnson is versatile enough for Green Bay.
No. And I think so this is where I'm thinking Tyler Guyton, if they decide they're going to push in, Zach Tom into center or interior. But that would be my thought. But I would say Cooper DeJean this time. We can switch it up next time. See how a board falls.
Yep. And that's why we're going to do just these first few rounds.
Nope,
Yep.
it's going to be Cooper every time, buddy. No, I think Cooley will probably fall.
See, what my thought is, we've seen so many mock drafts, all of them saying Cooper Jean, the Packers, Cooper Jean. Oh man, do you run the card up with Peyton Wilson right here?
I would.
Or Tyler Nubin, bro.
Yeah, but you just took Cooper, and I think
I know, but do you make a power like a super power, bro?
No.
I don't know. Did any
my
tackle
thing,
fall here?
and this is me speaking from my like, seeing how mock drafts go, which is not how the actual draft is going to go, but Dadrion Taylor Demerson, if he's available later, I would easily rather have him in the 3rd round than Tyler Nubin at 41.
Okay, but also I just want to say this. I don't hate Zach Frazier here. If you're really not happy with your center, I think Zach Frazier is going to be a good one.
What offensive lineman fell here?
Zach Frazier is going to be a good NFL center.
Looking at Zach Frazier, Kieran Amegaji, Christian Haynes. I would consider Christian Haynes. You might be able to get him with their next 2nd rounder, but
yeah.
Amegaji
is good.
Mason McCormick.
Yeah.
Dominic Puny, Christian Mahogany.
Yeah. So, what do you think, Simon?
I mean, I like Peyton Wilson a lot, but he suffered 2 ACL tears after high school, and that kind of scares me. I'm sure it doesn't actually matter. I like Tyber. Man, this is hard right here.
Yeah.
Scroll down a little bit.
And this is where if you would have taken like Tyler Guyton or something and Nubin still falls, you're feeling really good probably.
Yeah.
Packers have another pick coming up pretty quick.
I do feel like, honestly, I know we won't do trades this time. Maybe in a couple we will. But I feel like maybe in this position they trade down a few picks too.
There's one trade offer from the Steelers.
We could do that.
What'd they offer?
So if we give them 41.
They get their next team is 51.
So take their 51 and give them our 41.
We got to take something else now.
And then look at what Rich Hill would say, which next pick that would equal that. You have that handy, Tyler?
Let me pull it up.
I'm thinking they would have to give us 98 at least.
Move 10. Yeah, probably at least a 3rd.
Okay, so we're looking at pick 41. That value's at 146. Pick 51, value's at 112. So we need 34 in value.
And what's the value of 98?
The value of 98 is 37. So that would be close.
Yeah. So that's what I would say.
Interesting. I'm not mad at that, actually.
Accepted.
And let's see what drops.
Yeah, who did the Steelers take?
Mike Sanders
still.
Roman Wilson, Lad McConkey, Bo Nix, Michael Penix Jr., Tyler Nubin, Zach Frazier, Roger
Peyton Wilson.
Peyton Wilson by 1 pick.
Dude, Penix went to the Saints in the 2nd round. We were talking about taking him in the 1st round when we did our full draft.
I see him going to 44 a lot. I see, basically these two going back to back here. I've also seen Bo Nix go to the Patriots at their first, second round pick if they take Marvin Harrison.
All right, so hear me out. Keon Coleman. I'm just kidding.
We're not doing this again.
Okay.
So we're not doing this again.
So we picked Cooper DeJean.
And Braden Fisk a lot. What do you guys think?
It's between Isaac and Fiske for me.
I don't hate Fisk. I like that, actually.
So I feel like the D-line's almost in a similar kind of state as the wide receiver core, because, like, who are you talking about cutting on the D-line?
I don't think necessarily anyone, but they haven't re-signed Kenny Clark yet, and he's 28 or 29.
Right, but
we have a whole new scheme, so we don't know how these 3-4 guys are going to fit into the 4-3 or the new defensive coordinator system. We haven't seen anything how they're going to fit, so maybe Fisk is the guy that fits it a little better in his eyes.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I'm saying, like, who, if you had to, like, get rid of someone, who are you getting rid of then?
Ford.
Well, sure, but did he even make the active roster last year?
Jonathan
I don't think
Ford?
so.
I think he
Jonathan
did it in a
Ford.
couple games.
So who are we talking about? Kenny Clark,
I'm pulling up the
Devontae
defense.
Wyatt, TJ Slayton.
You can get rid of TJ Slayton pretty. You know what I mean?
I
It's
will
not
say,
that-
Okay, but
it was
then
okay. You could trade him for, I'm sure, late.
him and
pick.
Kenny Clark are like the only kind of 6'3", 312-ish players we got on the
What's fist
roster.
size? Fist
Uh,
size.
He's
Carl
under.
Brooks
He's like
is 6'4",
295.
yeah, he's like
296.
292.
Carl Brooks is decently big.
Bo said Hicks.
Yeah.
Hicks. Steve said Melton.
Both Hicks, Melton.
We already took a cornerback. I don't think we trade back and take.
Yeah, we don't think we need Melton. Here.
Bullard would be interesting. What's Adisa Isaac's size at edge?
He's
Right
a little smaller, isn't he? He's like a 2.
but he could be that speed rusher that we kind of like. Maybe is missing on the
54.
defense.
Yeah,
So he's actually not that. He's not that
That's
far
pretty
off.
good
from
size,
him.
actually.
Yeah, it's not actually that bad.
I think this would be a good pick because you got that little. I mean, he might be a little more finesse in speed, where Rashawn Gary's really just trying to push people over. So I think that would be a fun, good pick here.
I would love to add Adisa Isaac because the way I see it, Lucas Van Ness is going to be playing pretty much exclusively defensive line this year.
Yeah.
So having another guy that can stand up on the outside.
Yeah.
I like it. Who knows? Maybe Fisk falls to 58. He did not.
TJ Tampa, I really like here.
It's just like a corner too. I like TJ Tampa.
We just talked about how all the first round's going to be all offensive players. Now the Packers are taking all defensive players.
It's going to happen.
Well, a Medicaid here probably would be a really good pick, in my opinion. They might say it's a little early. I really love Jaden Hicks, and I really like TJ Tampa. So it's just honestly, I really like the position they would be in if this is the case.
This is the good thing about the Packers, though, is they're in a position to really, every GM talks about best player available. Then when they always talk about the draft, we're going to take the best player available. There's really only a handful of teams that are in that position, and the Packers are one of them this year, where they don't really have to take – they're not forced to take anybody. They can take best player available. No, they're not taking a wide receiver in the first round, Simon. But
I just said I wouldn't hate it if it was Brian.
I know. I wouldn't hate it either, but I don't think I'd be very happy.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
what
in
think?
the
I
hell?
really –
But I think you can rationalize it at least.
Yeah. Enough of the wide receiver.
If
they're going to put Cooper DeJean at safety, TJ Tampa would be the pick.
I actually don't hate Armida Shea. I think that'd be a good pick here.
Yeah. And that adds to the offensive line.
Or if you're a Jaden Hicks guy,
I do really like. Yeah.
Personally, I would rather go with Jaden Hicks, especially with the Packers adding another tackle piece yesterday. And I'm not super high on Omega G, so I wouldn't want to add him at 58. So I would lean Jaden Hicks here.
You go Jaden Hicks here, and then I think you're pretty much forced to go quite a bit of offense these next 3 picks.
And I think they totally can.
Yeah.
Especially with the Packers' track record of finding offensive linemen later in drafts.
I forgot how big Jaden Hicks is too. 6'2", 211.
Fast, dude.
He could be that like in the box safety kind of guy.
Yeah. I think he'd be good, so good to pair with. When we were doing our thing, I said I would love pairing him with
Xavier McKinney.
Yeah.
Dude, how good did he look against the Badgers last couple of years, Tyler?
Yeah.
He was coming downhill and he was laying the wood all over the field.
Yeah, he's a game changer.
Yeah, he was going crazy.
I would love that. I would love that.
Who was I just gonna look at?
We got one more.
No, we have 2 more, right? We traded.
We have 3 more picks: 88, 91, 98.
Yeah, we traded the Steelers.
We're just doing the first.
Hey, Tyler,
you're right.
I know we talked about Tyler, but how sick would Austin Booker be here?
Dude, I would love it.
I know we already took an edge, but let's see what.
We took Adisa Isaac, but
what do they have for? Just do running back, interior, and tackle as well.
Ooh, Cooper Beebe.
And remember, we have 2 picks in the next 4 here, so Cooper Beebe would be a great pick. And then if Cooper Beebe is probably who I would go with right here. And then did Pooney fall right here? Isn't he a true tackle?
Yes.
Dominic Pooney?
Didn't he just get taken? Or no, he didn't. Huh?
Kyrie Jackson and Marshawn Lloyd went.
Oh, it's because okay, got it. There he is.
What the hell?
How you selected picked all the offensive.
Yeah.
Okay. Puny, Mason McCormick, Christian Mahogany.
I think Puny because he's a true tackle. But you could go. I mean, you could go Mahogany or McCormick here too, and just really bolster it. Can either of them play center?
No, I think McCormick played exclusively guard.
Or what about Cooper Beebe? Has he played center?
I think he played tackle and guard.
He played very few center.
Yeah, I think he had some.
I'm gonna pull him up. I'm looking at it right now.
Hold on, pull that one up. Oh, we're not.
Yeah.
College.
Because I'm not a fan of Cedric Van Pran here. I'm not a fan of him. So.
Christian Mahogany has played.
Oh, nope. Cooper Beebe zero center. Yeah, same
and
with
McCormick
Beebe.
never played center.
I think he played tackle.
I'm pretty sure he played entirely guard.
Oh yeah, you're right. He played left tackle, right tackle, left guard. I'm sorry, I knew it was 3 positions.
Then I think you take say in this instance, our plan is to push Zach Tom center. You push Puny out to right tackle, and then you put Cooper Beebe on the interior, and then you have him paired with Elton Jenkins. Then you have left tackle, or maybe even Puny takes left tackle, or Tom goes over there. But I think adding a tackle to the room is probably a good pick.
And if you want to wait for like a developmental guy, like what's his name, Bortolini or whatever.
There's lots of centers you
can get. Bo Limmer or Hunter Norzad or someone like that. So
we're going Dominic Puny. Is that where we're going?
Who's at the top of the board right now of all players? I don't think we go defense again here, but
it's a handful of edge, a tight end, and then a safety, and then we're getting into where we are already.
Yeah, and I like some running backs later in the draft, but we could go Marshawn Lloyd, I guess. But
you got picked.
I don't like Marshawn Lloyd that much, to be honest with you.
Okay. So Puny here would be a good pick in my opinion. Or we took Peyton Wilson. Or no, we didn't, did we?
No, we didn't.
We could have taken Trotter there too. I would have been okay with.
I don't think the Green Bay Packers are going to like Trotter that much.
I don't think so either.
He went right after us, and then a bunch of edge, Mason McCormick and Eric All. So the Bengals did get their tight end there anyway.
Trotter is kind of like, what's his name size? Our guy. He's 6 foot 220. Yeah, Isaiah McDuffie. Excuse me. Yeah, he's like 6 foot 228. So he's a little.
Here, I think Renardo Green would be a really good pick.
How many DBs are we taking, bro?
I would rather take Dadrian Taylor Demerson and just have nut safeties.
We didn't take a corner though, did we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we took a safety. Who did we take?
We took Cooper.
Cooper DeJean is a corner.
Oh, we took Hicks.
And Jaden Hicks is a safety.
We have 11 picks. We're gonna end up doubling up on stuff anyways.
Yeah.
What running backs are available?
Oof.
Yeah, oof is kind of right.
I mean,
I would prefer to wait on like Isaac Garendo.
Garendo, I think we can get later.
Will Shipley is a good pick.
I think the Packers would like Will Shipley.
I think any of these three here.
Thank you, Simon. He was my sleeper pick.
Yeah, but we can get him in the 5th
Audric Estime is my number 4 running back.
No, I like Audric. I like Audric too. I think he was my number 5.
I think he'd be the really good, banging short yardage goal line guy.
He's 20 years old too. He's young.
20.6. Yeah,
we can worry about him in one of our mock drafts. We do.
Yeah, well,
you're not going to take him at this point anyway.
I mean, Braylon Allen's pretty young too, and he could be a banger too.
20.
Yeah, remember he started college at 17, Tyler.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a guy who could be a banger.
Hold on, let me look at my other sheet.
I mean, if you're going to take Braylon Allen, you could do it here because he might not fall to your next pick, I guess. I do like Isaac Garendo a lot. Dude, the dude is 6'2", 220 pounds, and ran a 4.33. I know he's a little bit older.
We know about Isaac Garendo.
Yeah, we know Garendo.
Yeah,
he was just they could get him full of talented running backs.
Yeah, he's just a little bit older, but
I don't think when it comes to running back, I don't think the Green Bay Packers are going to care about their age so much.
And I don't think they take one in the first 3 rounds.
He had a 9.98 score.
Braylon Allen?
No, Isaac Garendo.
Yeah.
He has good size and speed.
But Braylon Allen didn't qualify for res.
What did he tear? Did he tear his ACL or was it like his Achilles? I don't remember what he.
Garendo?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Damn it.
What if it says on here?
I remember his last year at Wisconsin, he got hurt.
No analysis.
I'll have to look
It
it up.
says hamstring injuries 2018, 2019.
See, Bo,
Another
that's
hamstring injury.
So what's
Oh,
on the board other than running
Will
back?
Oh,
Shipley,
he
though.
tore his Linz Frank ligament in his left ankle.
Oh, he was
Didn't
our
we
kick
do-
returner for a little bit, and he was destroying as a kick returner.
We took
Then he
Jaden
got
Hicks,
hurt.
though.
Yeah, we took Jaden Hicks.
So Taylor said, I like Isaiah, but he's 24. I'd rather have a running back that's a bit younger. Bo said you need more of a multi-purpose back, not another Dylan. I think more speed would be better.
I do like Tyrone Tracy too.
I mean, Braylon Allen's pretty fast. He ran a 4.4, didn't he?
Yep.
So, I mean,
Yeah,
that's
Braylon Allen might be the good blend.
pretty fast for a 250, bro.
For Tracy that much.
Man, yeah. I mean, it's gonna sound homerish, but like Braylon Allen does make sense.
Braylon Allen makes a lot of sense, and I'm telling you, I really like Will Shipley. He would fit in the Packers offense.
You too.
He would destroy. Especially this late, it'd be a great pick.
Yeah, it depends if you're going off what
Great
their rank
receiving
is.
back. Great
It
receiving back.
It depends on if you're going out what their rank is. PFF will tell us this is a terrible pick right here, but
I don't
I
give a
don't
shit
care.
what their
I
rank
don't
is.
care.
Do you see their grades? You think I'm going to care about their rank?
Oops.
I think I would lean Braylon just because he's a little bit more blend of size and speed. But if we're looking at receiving backs, that's Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs is a receiving back. I mean, he's what, like 2 years removed from having like 80 receptions.
I think he had like 60 last year or something.
Yeah, and he missed like 3 games.
Yeah. What am I doing with my life?
That's a question that only you can answer, bud.
I can't.
check
So,
out Renardo Green again. I know you guys.
Josh Jacobs had 37 receptions in a game or in a season when he played 13 games. In 2022, he
I thought
had
more than that.
2022 he had 53 receptions.
Here it is. What the fuck?
In 2021, he had 58. So, I mean, they're looking at like 130 receptions.
Yeah,
or
Josh
more in
Jacobs
the last 3 years.
is a great dual threat. He's definitely a 3-down back. Worth the money, in my opinion. There's only a handful of running backs in the league that are worth the money. Josh Jacobs is definitely in that category.
Yeah.
But if I'm taking a guy that can kind of do it all, and Tyler, we've seen Braylon Allen struggle in pass protection. Obviously, he hasn't had to do it that often.
Yep.
I don't think Will Shipley's a great in that either. I think Audric would be better at pass protection if you're talking about that.
Yep.
And Audric would be good in short yardage situations, but so would Braylon Allen. Where Will Shipley really makes his name is he's a great receiving back. So you can
I
put
think
him
if you take Audric Estime, I think you're putting him in a competition with Dylan, and you're only keeping one of them. And
I
that's the
agree.
point.
I agree.
That's what
That's
you're-
fine.
Yeah.
So,
That's the reason they gave Dylan the contract that he did.
Yep.
for me, it comes down to Braylon.
I don't
Allen,
love.
Will
I'm gonna be
Shipley.
honest. I don't love running back in this position at all. Like I think it's too early for us to take a running back. But
I think there's options we can get later. Bo co-signed with Shipley and his Garendo's 40-yard dash.
the reason I said what's his face out of Florida State is because we have Ja,
Benson.
but we kind of seen. I mean, he got suspended last year. Hopefully, he's gonna mesh well with. Dude, I'm telling you, it's not a guarantee that he's gonna like stick for the long run.
Yes,
So if
it
you're
is. He's fine.
All right.
You're trying to read too far into it like some of these idiots on the internet. Don't do that. He's fine. He had a lapse in judgment. It's fine. He's human. I'm not doing that about Ja.
I just don't think anyone knows anything.
I think Ja is fine.
That's what I mean. Like
I think
until otherwise determined is what it is.
All right.
Listen, he
I'm
does the
just saying.
pick-size
All right,
stuff.
so we're
I'm
taking
not
Michael
saying
Pratt.
that I want him to leave or anything. I'm saying that when you get a player that has that kind of charisma and that kind of attitude,
So anyway,
He'll be back in 2 seconds.
Actually, what he was saying, I actually don't disagree with. But
sorry, my internet keeps cutting out.
I'm not here for Ja hate.
I'm not hating on Ja. I'm
and
saying
we already picked Cooper DeJean.
And we're probably going to take another corner later in the draft anyways.
And
Yeah.
don't sleep on Carrington Valentine either.
They're taking Melton.
so. Who do you want to go here then?
I want to go with Dadrion Taylor Demerson, but that's just me.
Even though you already took Jaden Hits and you signed McKinney?
Yep.
But you don't want to take another cornerback?
Yes.
Go for it.
What do you think, Simon?
I'd be okay with Braylon Trice here too, actually, but we already took Adisa Isaac. I mean, this is the position we're going to end up doubling up.
I don't think we're walking away with more than one edge player, to be honest with you.
Really?
I mean, another guard. I mean, what about Michael Hall? We haven't drafted a defensive lineman yet.
I don't know. I feel like he'd be sort of that's why I'm kind of weird about defensive line is
he's super
like
young.
You're either taking a guy that's going to overtake what we have or not at all.
Who's available at linebacker?
6'2", 2'8". Yeah, he's not even 21 yet. Linebacker. This is the thing, though. I don't think we're going to get into a position here where
I hate all these guys.
where Gutekunst is going to look at the draft and be like, okay, what else do we need? I think we're in a best player available scenario here.
Renardo Green it is.
I mean, I could see it. Like,
I'm not.
We have 11 picks, not a lot of needs.
Yeah. It's like I said, I just think we have so many options, and that's kind of where Green Bay's team is.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that sucks about Renardo Green is like he's not really great in run defense, and the way that Jeff Hafley's system is going to work is they're going to force more running backs to take the outside lane. So you got to have corners and safeties that can tackle.
I like Tommy Eichenberg here too. Like over running back, I wouldn't mind Tommy Eichenberg.
I'd rather take a running back than Tommy Eichenberg.
So Simon, did you hear what you just said about forcing more running backs to go to the outside so corners have to tackle? Now you understand why I love Cooper DeJean so much?
Yeah, no, I'm fine with Cooper. I like Cooper DeJean. I have zero issues.
We need to move on to the next one. Just pick somebody at this point. Pick Cedric Van Pran or something.
There you go.
Do it.
And C minus.
You earned an award for that.
Too many picks.
You know what award we earned the most talking for a third round pick?
Negative. You drafted Jaden Hicks. Ooh.
Oh wow!
What?
Let's go, baby.
What?
Bro, we just cooked. We just cooked.
What?
We cooked. Our worst pick was Cooper Beebe. What the hell?
No, it was Dominic Puny.
Dominic Puny.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm an idiot.
I mean, still,
that was a great draft.
I think we're gonna.
I don't even think Dominic Puny's a bad pick there. What the fuck?
No,
I think this is true. Like we're gonna walk away with 2 linemen in our first 100 picks.
That was pretty good.
Yeah,
we'll
do our bold predictions at the end here, and so talking linemen, I'll tell you.
I already told you guys. I already explained my bold prediction.
This is nice.
Yeah, that's a good draft.
I would love this draft. If this is the way Green Bay walked away, I would love it.
Wow.
Yeah, just snip it, and we can post like all the ones we do and see what people rate it.
Yeah,
we're not allowed to talk like this. We're being homers. We're being homers, guys.
I hate it. It was a horrible draft. I don't know why we picked all the players we picked.
I meant to put this disclaimer out there. This is for fun. Like this is not how the Green Bay's draft is going to go. I promise you.
Is there any settings you guys want to change here?
Do the public versus
randomness.
Yeah.
Let's do another serious one before we do random.
Dude, no. I mean, I didn't mean all the way up. I meant a little bit more because randomness is what happens every year.
That's fair.
Okay. Good here?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
I feel like I was mean to Bryant that round, so I'm going to
Drake May going number 1.
I was about to say some mean shit.
Okay.
Oh, baby.
So it got a little random. Jaden Daniels, number 2, May 3, Neighbors instead of Marvin Harrison Jr., Joe Alt.
Interesting.
I mean, it's not super crazy so far.
Cooper DeJean went to the Jets at 10. Could you imagine?
There's no way.
Brock Bowers to the Vikings at 11. I don't see that happening.
Why do they got JJ McCarthy on the board still?
Dude, Dallas Turner pair with Jared Allen there. That would be
Josh Allen,
sorry.
Bengals still not protecting Joe Burrow.
The Vikings taking another wide receiver and
let's go.
Vikings going tight end.
Even a little
tight
bit.
end and wide receiver. I would die, dude.
Oh, I would laugh so hard. I'd be
Oh,
like,
man.
what are they
Is
doing?
take JJ McCarthy?
Then
We'll flip him.
We'll flip him. Yeah, we'll give him Justin Jefferson for JJ McCarthy. RJ for your JJ.
We need wide receivers here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you guys are following along in those Packers groups, we need a wide receiver.
Let's get away from cornerback since we did that one the first time.
I want
Let's try
Kool-Aid
something
here.
else.
All right, Jackson Powers Johnson, it is.
I'd be okay with Jackson Powers Johnson.
I honestly would
he
not
said
hate it.
Kool-Aid. Yeah.
I want to try something else. See how the other corner, like if we didn't take Cooper DeJean, how would that affect our other picks? So let's try something other than cornerback.
Yeah. I would go with Jackson Powers Johnson here.
I'm with it.
See how
So you
There
want
go. Who did JJ McCarthy go to?
Internet's killing me right
the
now.
Lions.
The Lions.
Actually, that's not a terrible pick.
Yes,
They
it
drafted
is.
Hendon
No,
Hooker
it's-
last year.
Yeah, but if he doesn't work out,
They haven't even seen what he can do yet, dude. It's way too soon to be like, if our backup quarterback doesn't work out,
yeah, but they also have to pay golf soon.
they're gonna pay Goff.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think they're gonna give him a contract. There's no way they don't.
Sainris still to the Bills.
God,
Chiefs
even
taking a
turning
safety.
randomness up this much.
It can only go up in like it only goes in like 5 increments.
No, I know. I'm saying just that little bit
Yeah.
is like insane. All right, so we took interior offensive line
Yeah,
here.
So who's available at cornerback then?
Oh, Chop Robinson.
Chop
there.
Robinson is
I
there.
would love Chop Robinson at
We're taking
41.
Chop
I would run that
All
one
right,
up.
TJ, you know,
I do like
Laster.
TJ Tampa a lot too, though.
Might be able to get him at 58.
So go Chop Robinson because I think that would be just like
I
You're
would
taking
that
sprint
would be
that one up to the
disgusting.
podium.
boom player here.
That would be disgusting.
And then
Okay,
honestly, I wouldn't hate Jaden Hicks again here. I know we just took him, so if we want to change it up, we could maybe do Cooper here, Edgerrin Cooper.
We just drafted
Oh,
an
yeah.
edge. So I mean, if we want to go linebacker right after edge, but I would go safety. I would love to go with Hicks still.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Or Christian Haynes is sitting there.
How
Really
far
like beef
down?
up
How
the
far down
line.
do they have Cole Bishop? I know he's like pretty far down. I think.
He was in the 90s or something. I thought maybe I'm wrong.
I don't remember seeing him last time we rolled through. I don't know. I really like Cole Bishop.
Yeah, if we don't go safety here, maybe.
I think we should go safety here.
Who
I
do
would
you?
still love to pick Jaden Hicks here. If the
But my
Packers get
thing is,
Hicks
we
at
really need a
58, that would be
linebacker. Are you thinking Chop Robinson's going to be a help fill? He's not going to be an off the ball linebacker. I mean, he'll be.
He's going to be a edge pass rusher.
Yeah. So, Edgerrin Cooper could be an interesting pick here.
Yeah, he fits. He fits with Green Bay. Needs.
Yeah.
He'd give us 2 Quay Walkers.
Yeah. All right. So Edgerrin Cooper.
Jaden Hicks went 2.
Okay. So after that, Max
Man,
Melton one
Max
pick
Melton
later.
really- Jaden Hicks.
Spencer Radler.
Just looking at who else went. A bunch of tackles, offensive linemen, handful of running backs. Just missed Trey Benson.
Wait, Miami forfeited a pick?
Yeah, for their
Was it the
they were
same thing?
tampering with Brady or Cousins or who were they tampering with?
It was Brady, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah,
That
it
was.
might
I
have
thought
been
that
Brady,
happened
yeah.
last year.
I thought the
They
pick.
got caught last year, so they forfeited a pick this year.
Dude,
Oh,
Cooper
no
Beebe
kidding.
right here would be a good pick.
I thought that was.
Yeah,
took-
you could do B. I mean, at that point, you're picking 2 interior offensive linemen in the first 3 rounds.
But which would be okay because if you feel comfortable with Rasheed Walker at left tackle, you feel good with Tom at right tackle. Now you have your center, and now basically it's Sean Ryan or Cooper Beebe.
Well, and then you're looking at Dillard to compete with Walker
Yeah.
or to give him, somebody to perceive
Yeah.
competing against.
And
Oh,
people are going
okay.
to look at last year for Dillard where he gave up crap on sacks. He got hurt and then he played that crap. The year before that, he graded not great, but he was like a 67 or 68 PFF grade with the Eagles that year.
Yeah, but I also don't hate Walker. I think that'd
Yeah.
be a good competition, actually.
So I think Cooper Beebe, I think like this would just like the interior of our line is completely rebuilt at this point.
And the depth is too.
Yeah.
I like it. So back-to-back BBs at 88.
I'm not saying I would love Austin Booker here, but that'd be so much fun. I know we took John Robinson.
We almost had the Cooper draft, Tyler. Almost had the
DTD.
Yeah, we almost did have the Cooper draft.
The Cooper. Yeah.
Cooper. I mean, I really like Javon Solomon. His stats are just stupid.
I don't think.
Isn't he?
We still need a safety here, so DTD makes sense.
I would love DTD here.
A small lure.
I know we took him last one, but
5'11", 195. I mean, he's not tiny. He's a little older.
But... Where's Cole Bishop?
Solomon's stats?
Man, they really are low on Cole Bishop, huh?
Yeah.
I like his size. He has
Cameron
good size
Kitchens
and athleticism.
with his wonderful
Rask.
It's not happening.
I forget what he actually.
6'2".
I think he went up to once he did his pro day, it got into the fours.
Hold on, I gotta look it up now because before he did it, it was 1.92,
and he got into the fours.
3-inch and 10-pound difference between DTD and Cole Bishop.
I like Cole Bishop. I know they're
no. Yeah, bro, it went up.
What, the 2.6 or something?
2.11, bro.
Yikes.
What about Tyke Smith here too? I've heard his name a few times.
Steve said Edgerrin Cooper is a Devin White as a downhill guy. Could add juice to the pass rush. So
yeah,
Steve approves of that pick.
I think Tyke Smith's a little small. Smaller than
is 5'10", 205. So he's an inch shorter and a couple pounds heavier than DTD. So, I mean, I guess between Bishop and Taylor Demerson.
Yeah. And what else was on the board? Nothing that, I mean, we're not going to take another edge. You know, we like those and stuff. You know what I mean? Ray Davis would be interesting.
Ray Davis, maybe.
I could see Ray Davis here, I guess. I still don't think we go running back in the first 3 rounds, but, you know.
Yeah, I don't think you have to.
I had Cole Bishop rated higher than GTD.
I do too. Like, I was pretty high on. I would have to go back and look at.
I was pretty high on Cole Bishop,
but I like Cole Bishop a lot too. So if we want to reach for him here, according to PFF, I'm all for it.
Michael said Cole Bishop is rated too low on this site.
Did we have? I forgot the settings. Did we have it on the public side, or did we have it on the?
It's kind of in the middle.
Down the middle.
Down the middle. Okay.
We can do a little bit more to the PFF side on the next one. Okay. Bishop. Go Bishop.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It'll mess with our grade a little bit because PFF won't like it, but I don't care.
Right. We did not like JPJ in the first round.
Don't care.
We should have drafted JJ McCarthy.
They really didn't like Edgerrin Cooper pick.
I told you, flip the QB.
Yeah, they didn't like this draft at all. I like this draft. Like, I feel like we hit all our needs.
I was gonna say this is the fitting needs draft.
You hit your needs plus.
The internet connections are not great today, Simon.
That's that North Dakota connection.
Yeah, dude, it's bad right now.
I think it'll be interesting to see how much they like the tackles we have on our roster.
Yeah, if
behind our starting five, like guys that we've stashed a couple of years.
You know, I just want to go back to that comments that you were talking about. I brought it up last week as well. But in my opinion, if you have a guy that you think could be a Hall of Famer, there's got to be no way in hell that you don't put him at his position you think he can be a Hall of Famer, right? Or am I crazy for thinking that?
I just think
putting
that's
Tom
like
at center.
Yeah. If you think he can be a Hall of Famer, there's zero
My
chance
thing
that
is,
you don't put him
My thing is, though, is he going to want to move? Because what they're going to turn around and do is they're going to want to pay him like a center instead of like a top right tackle in the league. And is Zach Tom going to be okay with that?
I mean, maybe they can give him a little incentive because he has multi-purpose, so you could pay him a little bit higher. You know what I mean? So that's tough. You're in a tough situation with that, but
as a player, sure. But Green Bay's in a great position where they can utilize his versatility as part of their strategy for the draft.
If they're going to put him into center, he has to be the top paid center in the league or one of the top. If he performs like that, they better turn around. They better be ready to pay him a lot.
Yeah.
I think they would, though, because at that point, let's say you lose your right tackle. I think he's the next guy up, and then you start looking at centers.
Because otherwise, what's going to happen is the team's going to come in and say, we're going to pay you as our starting right tackle, and then they're going to give him the right tackle money. And we're going to see Zach Tom leave us.
That's true.
So you better pay him like a top right tackle in the league almost.
It'll be, I think the offensive line is probably going to be the most interesting part of this draft.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to – go ahead, Tyler.
I was just going to say, if you guys want to get nuts and do a couple 7-rounders.
Yep.
I'm down.
All right. Michael said tackle Dillard, Tenuta, and Jones are not terrible backups. I like our situating. Adding one just increases the competition.
Hey,
I think that's what the Dillard move was. I think that was to add the competition.
Yeah. For this first one, pause it at 15. I want to see what's available for us to trade up.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Okay, so we're going to go a little more towards PFF, a little less random, and then 7 rounds. Okay. You want to see what's available at 15?
Or you down, otherwise it's going to like fly to 15. You can speed it up afterwards.
You can slow it down too.
Yeah. Yeah, let's slow it down. Otherwise, they'll get to 15 before you have a chance to pause it.
There you go.
No. There we go.
Okay. So let's see what players
Ooh, Cooper at 14. Ooh.
So has Terrion Arnold went?
He has not. This one went neighbors over Harrison again too.
So I don't see who the Colts pick, and then if you can get it to go one more, and then see if they. Oh shit! I wanted to trade for Terrion Arnold at 16.
Interesting that the Colts didn't take Terrion Arnold.
Why won't it let us see what players are available? That's like this is a bad setup. I don't know why PFF does that.
You can't look.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I don't know.
We can try it next one. We'll pause it at 15 and see if we can trade up. I don't know why they don't make it so where you can see. That's really dumb.
You know what's funny is like this just shows how difficult like just doing a draft is when you get 4 guys together that just like do this stuff for fun versus like 27 scouts, a GM, a head coach.
Can you imagine them argue? I'm sure they do all these arguments well before the draft.
I'm telling you, it's not going to look like draft day where everybody has their turn to talk. I guarantee you in the war room, these dudes are shouting over each other.
Well, and then I'm going to tell you right now, there's probably one guy where when he talks, everybody shuts the hell up.
And that's true.
When he opens his mouth.
We'll take Kool-Aid here finally. See what happens. Or what? Wait, is Tyler Guyton available?
I'm drinking
the Kool-Aid. But I don't want to take him at 25.
I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. Let's get it.
If Guyton falls to 41, that's where I take him.
So, okay, but maybe pause it at 31 and see if what San Francisco would be. You wouldn't trade in the first round for Tyler Guyton?
I wouldn't.
Okay. I would, yeah.
He's a big guy, right? Like pretty big.
He's 6'7", but I think he's a little bit lighter.
He's 327.
Oh, he's 327. Okay.
Yeah.
He's a
Green Bay
lighter,
doesn't.
327.
Bo Nix it is.
Dude, when I saw him in the Super Bowl, he looks lean. Like he does not look like he weighs 327 pounds.
Yeah, I know, but like it was just funny that you're like he's a little lighter, 327.
Where did he end up going? Where did he end up going?
Okay. So Guyton went to the Bills. That makes sense.
Makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, a
Well,
lot
I
of
thought
things
would
make
be-
Maybe
sense
drafted
for
a
them.
wide receiver for some
Maybe
reason.
trade up into like pick 31 for him or something like that.
You're really big on Guyton?
No, but him or Morgan, I would say maybe just to get that 5th-year option on them,
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
especially if you take a cornerback in the first or with the first pick.
Did he play? He played left tackle, right? Guyton.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I find us, if
Well,
we're in
it's
this
like,
position, if this was the
Oh
if
no,
this
he played
number
right
played out,
tackle.
I was gonna say I didn't think he played left.
He
tackle.
played right tackle. Sorry.
if we're on the board at 41 and Bo Nix and Michael Penix Jr. is there, I would hope we would trade down and to someone that wants quarterback.
I hope we grab them.
Both of them.
Steve said, "I always wonder how these war rooms are so united on TV. You know, they're not all in lockstep."
Oh no, and everything kind of goes to crap too, because
So what's
you're stuck between
available?
two guys you really like. You don't like anyone.
Let's see what's available here.
Yeah, but you also have to think that they like have guys that are looking at certain guys for a long time, all year long. These guys are looking at this position. These guys are looking at this position.
Jonathan Brooks is there.
That
That'd
would
be
be interesting.
I'm sure they all give it to Goot, and Goot kind of makes his own kind of board. You know what I mean? So
Take
Greg
Brooks.
Fiske here would be interesting. What?
I mean, I'm a
there-
fan of Bullard, but that's just
Yeah.
me.
I really like Jalen Polk too. I know we won't. I don't think there's a way the Packers take
Chris
him. But I
Jenkins
really
would-
like Jalen Polk too.
Chris Jenkins would be interesting.
Yeah.
Who was a little bit above Fiske? Was it all like
It was all quarterbacks and wide
quarterback and
receivers.
crap? Okay.
So Brooks,
Yeah. I think we should take a running back. Let's see what happens.
That'd be a really interesting pick, dude.
yes, it would. Penix went at like 51.
Chris Jenkins.
Penix went to the Rams at 52.
Actually-
Oh, yeah, I would take Chris Jenkins here.
I would, yeah, Chris Jenkins. Christian Haynes would be a good pick too. Can he
Yeah.
play center?
He
I don't think so.
But I like him a lot.
he's
For
all
he's
guard.
a really good. Yeah, I think he has the potential to be the best interior lineman in this draft.
I strongly agree with you.
I really like Chris Jenkins here too. Though. It's tough, and we went defense both first picks.
He
Oh, no,
played
we went
right
running back.
No, we didn't. We went running back
We
with
went
the second one. Yep. Christian Haynes.
I would say Christian Haynes here.
Yeah, he played his entire career at right
at
guard.
right guard.
Yeah, and I think he pushes Sean Ryan out probably pretty easily.
Yep. Okay. So Haynes.
Man, Xavier, did you see that? Who go look at who the Chiefs got on 64.
They took Xavier Worthy.
Yeah, it's just 64. That'd be a sick pick for them at 64.
Xavier Worthy. That would be a 63. Sua Mataya to the 49ers would be a really good pick for them too.
Yeah.
They
God,
don't have an edge yet.
Yeah, and Austin Booker would be fun.
I know. I just looked at this too.
Man, the Lions be loading up on secondary in this draft.
Oh, so
We just drafted a running back. We don't need a wide receiver, so we're looking at what?
edge.
Edge, safety, guard. We already picked one.
safety.
Dude, Austin Booker is a monster. Pretty sure he is, right? Am I thinking of the wrong person?
No, I mean, he had
No,
a good
Booker
year.
and Solomon are both monsters, so either one you want to go with, I'd be good with. And then we can see what else falls to 91.
I want Austin Booker. I remember reading
Yeah.
like they
Yep.
didn't really let him play. He only had 1 year starting, and then he had like 16 and a half sacks or something.
No, that was Solomon. He had 17. sacks.
Solomon had like 16 sacks last year, but
Yeah.
Booker had like
Booker
8.
had 9.
Shit, you want to draft both? Double up?
So yeah, so Booker he didn't get to play at all in Minnesota. Then he had 8 sacks last year.
Yeah.
And yeah,
We've drafted a corner, a running back, a guard, and an edge rusher.
so we don't have a safety yet.
We have not drafted a safety yet.
This is-
DTD it is.
You could take your DTD here, and I'd feel pretty comfortable with that.
Yeah.
I think.
God, I can't wait till he's a Packer at 91.
I just want to see like the Diamond Dallas Page celebration. That's what I think of when I think DTD.
Oh, we're in round 4 now.
Yep. Doing full 7 on this one.
Yep.
Do 2 3s, 2 7s, and we'll be good to go. All right, 126. We've drafted a corner, Kool-Aid McKinstry at 25, a running back, Jonathan Brooks at 41, a guard, Christian Haynes at 58, an edge rusher, Austin Booker at 88, safety, DTD, Dadrian Taylor Demerson at 91, and now we are at 126.
126.
What's
Is Trevin Wallace still there? Or we took a linebacker, didn't we, or no?
We took an edge rusher, so no, we have not taken a linebacker. And yes, Trevin Wallace.
Jordan McGee too.
Per their rank.
So I also lean Trevin Wallace because the Packers did a pre-draft visit with him, and they do tend to take more of those players.
So I have an updated list of their pre-draft guys. I thought he's on there. Edrin Cooper, Michael Hall, Zach Sinter, Jarian Jones, Christian Boyd, Jaquan Shepard, Katan Oladapo, Omar Brown, Tyron Hopper, Amarius Mims, Chris Edmonds, Tyler Guyton, Ray Davis, Kool-Aid McKinstry, Jermaine Burton, Austin Booker, Akeem Dent, Mason Smith, Giovanni Manu, who played for British Columbia, Donovan Jennings, Marshawn Nealand. I think he'd be a fun player. Trevin Wallace, the QB Gavin Hardson from UTEP, and safety Del Pettis from Troy.
What's on the board other than linebackers right now, though?
Oh, you just mean overall?
Yeah, Matt, the top tackle there, is he a true tackle?
Hold on a second. He played most of his snaps. Well, he played both tackle spots.
Yeah, so good versatility there. I don't know if he's any good. I can't remember.
He hasn't allowed sack in the last 2 years.
He's 6'6", 330, so he is a hoss.
Yeah.
Bad part is he had a season-ending torn ACL.
Okay. Scroll down a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Go with the interior defensive lineman.
When did that injury occur? Do we know? We probably don't know.
It said he only had. Hold on, I gotta look back up again. It wasn't
for Matt Gonkowski.
Yeah.
Let's see.
He only played 165 offensive.
Would have happened in week 3.
Yeah, so he's probably ready to roll for the season.
Yeah, he should be pretty much good to go.
Yeah. So I like tackle there. And then if you guys really like that linebacker, I feel like you could pause it here and we trade. It's not going to take much to trade up from like 169 to our 150-ish range to.
Okay, so Trevin Wallace was ranked. Where was he ranked?
160 something.
168.
So I feel like you just trade up to like 150-ish range and grab him.
Yeah, go somewhere around like 150.
Yeah, because I feel like you want
to have the trade value chart listed, so we can look at that.
I feel like I know he tore his ACL and maybe that's why he falls here, and this is a 4th round offensive tackle and we've done okay with those.
So now we can just like take guys we like because it doesn't really matter.
Okay, so pause it at 150 and we'll trade up and grab the guy you liked. So I'll just offer them.
Yeah, because now there's a linebacker. Cedric Gray just went. Maris Luafau just went. So yeah, 150 is probably the good spot to go.
So then I think you could just offer him 169 and like one of our 7s would probably be close to that value.
So looking at 150, 150's value has 12. 169 has 9. So we'd need to offer probably 219.
219. Okay.
So it would be like 150 for 169 and 219.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. To go get a linebacker that you want, yeah.
Yep, it got accepted. So 150 for 168 and 219 to get Trevin Wallace.
Interesting.
It's going to be a while now. So we've taken a corner, running back, guard, edge, safety, tackle, linebacker. So we've addressed a lot of.
Yeah. So now it's just pick who you want to pick.
It's
Troy
pretty bad.
Taylor, dude. We need a punter. I'm just kidding.
He's the best punter.
Dude, he's actually a good punter.
He's insane.
Dude,
Our
he's a
punter
fucking
played-
monster.
Yeah, our punter played okay last year, though, didn't he?
Yeah, but he was like a difference maker for Iowa.
Yeah, he was
Like,
easily the
actually
best special
good.
teams player in college football.
Dude,
Yeah.
he has
What's
a
his rank?
fucking leg.
Just for shits and giggles, what is his rank? That's funny.
182.
Dude, he's actually a monster though. I wouldn't be mad if they drafted him.
Can I just throw out Rasheen Ali? I just want to give him a shout out because he was the A1 day one of the Senior Bowl, and he looked fantastic, and he was easily the best player of day one of the Senior Bowl, and then he got hurt. So I'm bummed that I didn't get to see him more, but he was awesome on day one of the Senior Bowl, and he was super cool to talk to. So I hope nothing but good things for Rasheen Ali, unless he goes to the Bears, Lions, or Vikings. And then I will be bummed that a player that I really like goes to one of those teams. But Rasheen Ali, awesome. Loved him.
Yeah.
But back to the issue at hand. Are we really drafting a punter in the 6th round?
Well, I wouldn't be against it. I'm not gonna lie to you. And he's a stud. We know he's a stud.
What pick are we at? 202?
202. And then we have 245 and 255.
Um,
So if the Packers kept 219, would you take Torrey Taylor there?
is Jalen Sundell available?
Who?
Jalen Sundell. He played for North Dakota State.
Yes.
I know we're getting into I don't really care about ADP. I like him a lot. James Williams from Miami. I don't know if he's still available yet.
Yep, right
There
there.
he
James
is.
Williams, he's interesting.
I think he's an interesting player late.
Been talks with the Packers taking another quarterback and developing him just so they could trade him. So Joe Milton could be interesting. He's got all the physical tools.
Tyler Owens, safety from Texas Tech, is interesting. I know at this point we're probably not going to take a wide receiver, but Jordan Whittington from Texas is interesting.
Dominique Hampton here could be an interesting pick too. All right, what do we want to do?
I'm going to defer to Simon for this pick.
Wow.
You pick, buddy.
Say what you want, you coward. You know you want Torrey Taylor.
I'm good with Troy Taylor. I like that.
Fuck it.
Fuck yeah.
Is Bortolini still available?
Doesn't matter.
No, Borderline is
Oh, he went gone?
He's going to go in the 4th probably.
Okay. What about we already passed?
Oh, James Williams to the Ravens would be fucking gross. I think he would thrive there. Interesting.
Hey, Steve, I didn't miss that. I would take Devondre Sweat in the 4th round, by the way.
Yes, I would do that.
I don't think the Packers are going to do it, but I would.
It's just a DWI, dude. Like,
Oh yeah, no big deal, dude.
Everybody in
Just
Wisconsin
poor
has one.
decision making. Yeah, everyone in Wisconsin's got one.
Jesus Christ, man.
he's already met for Wisconsin.
Steve said he loves Edufan Ulofashio from Washington as a day 3 linebacker, 955
Dude,
RAS.
Do we go back to back, punter and kicker?
Steve asked if Dylan Lowry someone you'd be okay with elite pass catching running back. I'd be okay with Dylan Lowry, especially if the Packers waited on running back. He said he thinks Green Bay will target elite athletes like Tyler Owens. Halfley can coach them up. That's no secret. The Packers are always interested in athletic players.
Austin Reed here, maybe.
I was thinking that too. He has a lot of passes to throw.
Honestly, I would be interested in drafting Nathaniel Watson here too. Grabbing another linebacker.
Yeah.
Not against it.
Okay, we'll go with that.
And then maybe a quarterback with the last pick.
Yeah, I think quarterback with the last pick.
Either maybe if Carter Bradley or Austin Reed are still there.
45.
Yeah, so Austin Reed maybe wouldn't be a bad pick here.
Yeah, and they could probably still sign the UTEP dude.
I know that.
He's one of the guys like I think after when UDFAs start, they'll bring him in.
Sam Hartman.
I was just gonna bring him up too. I think he'd be interesting.
He's a gorgeous man as well.
Dude,
I'm gonna be straight up with you. Sam Hartman looked fucking awful at the Senior Bowl.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yeah, he looked bad.
Go.
He looked
Austin
like
Reed
he was
would be
making
fine.
bad decisions. He was underthrowing everything. The only thing he did well at the Senior Bowl was run, and that's not what he's doing.
I will say, if you draft him, it's only because of the hair. He's got a
Yeah.
nice bit of hair.
And the beard. But Austin Reed could be interesting here. I know that
I agree with
Matt
Steve.
LaFleur came out and said
Clovis
that
could be an
Clifford
interesting
made
one.
some throws that people didn't see in practice and stuff. So I don't think he's gonna like pressure Clifford, but you need someone that's gonna throw in training camp and all that.
God.
Honestly, I wouldn't hate Jack Plummer either.
I like Jack Plummer.
Any
I watched
relation?
the Louisville game.
No, no relation. I just looked it up.
To who?
To Jake Plummer, the old Denver QB.
He's
No relation.
I kind of want to do
Right, he
Jake
played
Plummer
for
to be
Denver,
honest, with
right?
you.
You can go Jack Plummer.
Yeah, Plummer.
I like Jack Plummer actually.
I haven't looked at him much, to be honest.
I only noticed him because I watched when I wrote in like November, December, I looked at underrated wide receivers and I looked at Jamari Thrash.
How's Jonathan Brooks right there a D plus? Because he's not a need for us. Is that what PFF?
We drafted him 8 picks too early.
Bull. He's the best running back in the league.
It's PFF, man. I wouldn't.
It's just silly.
So Kool-Aid at 25, Jonathan Brooks at 41, Christian Haynes at 58.
I'm with it.
Austin Booker at 88. We literally drafted a guy at his draft position and got a C+ for the pick.
It's probably just because PFF doesn't think we need it, and it being a top 100 pick.
Do you think that PFF thinks, Simon?
No.
This is why we don't use their grades when we do regular season analysis.
D+ for Trevin Wallace.
Listen, it's a great tool to a certain extent, but I'm not listening to any of their grades.
Yeah.
I like the advanced statistics, but their grades are.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. Their grades have so much opinion baked into them. That's why it's whatever.
I agree, Michael. I agree with his comment. And hand size, QB hand size matters. I agree with that.
And we should have drafted
Favre
Bo
had
Nix. I
some
told you.
mammoth hands, dude. Brett Favre had mammoth hands. Freaking like Giannis size hands, dude. And the guy was only 6'2".
I kind of like
Did
this.
Jack
draft.
Plummer have big hands?
I don't know.
Let's see.
Okay. So, Bryant, you said you wanted to do a 7-rounder where we traded up to what, 15?
15. I want.
Man, he's tall.
I wish it showed it where like they were getting drafted because I wouldn't mind trade up to 15 and see what we get.
Here we can go like this. I'll turn this up and I'll just go to 15 right now.
Yeah.
Who do you think out of New Orleans, Indy, and Seattle, out of those three, who do you think is most likely to trade down?
Let's jump.
We always trade with Seattle.
We trade a lot with Seattle. If we want
New
Arnold,
Orleans,
I think we might have
they
to
probably don't want
jump.
to trade with us because we fleeced them out of a first rounder a couple years ago.
Yeah, and we might have to get Arnold. I think we would have to jump the Colts, but let's just trade to 16 and see what's available, just for the fun of it.
Are 9.5-inch hands big?
The average male.
Only one thing on me
hand
measures
span is
9.5. So
8.5.
not my hand.
God damn it.
The average hand size is 8.5 for a grown man.
Okay, so he is. I mean, he's
My
also
head size,
6'4".
Simon. Jeez, get your head out of the gunner.
Stop.
Okay. 16 carries a value of 305. 25 carries a value of 230. So we need 75 to make up for that difference.
And what does our first or second rounder have?
So 58 holds a value of 93, and then 88 holds a value of 47.
So what about 88 and
So we could get a pick back from them if we gave them 25
58.
and 58.
and then we would maybe get like 81 back?
That is
that doesn't seem fair to them, to be honest. That's probably too much.
We would need about 18 back. And Seattle,
What's 102 worth?
102 is worth 34. What's their other?
118.
118. 118 is worth 24.
What about, and then they drop all the way to 179.
Yeah, 179. That one is only 8.
So what is 88 worth?
88 is worth 47.
So what if we did 25, 88, and 91?
91 is worth 44. So 44 and 47, that's 71. That might be enough.
Yeah.
I was looking at Cameron Kitchen's RIS score. So I don't know. I guess I missed it. They forgot to include his vertical or some stuff. So he scored a 2.26, and I was reading down in the comments, and someone's like, "What about Paris Ford out of Pitt in 2021?" This dude scored a RAS score of 1.
What?
You get that for showing
up. Huh?
You get that for showing up.
Yeah, I'm spelling your name like Derrick Rose.
God.
So let's just see what happens here. If this will work at all.
The only thing that's green on his RAS card is his 10-yard split.
Oh god.
Everything else is red.
Seattle gets 25, a third, a seventh. Green Bay gets 16 and a sixth. It's so we're using a trade value chart made by Rich Hill. I think his trade chart is pretty reliable. There's a couple other ones, like Jason Fitzgerald has one. There's a couple of them out there, but Rich Hill is probably I don't know. It's all a crapshoot. I mean, that's really what it is.
I'm just saying I would not do this. I don't care what players there.
I probably would.
I love the value of players in the top 100.
I do too, but I was just doing it to try to change.
No. I know. I'm just saying I would not do this. Yeah. I unless like Marvin Harrison Jr. falls somehow.
Terrion Arnold didn't make it past 12 anyways.
Get dumpstered.
But Dallas Turner is there.
I don't think he fits Packers edge mold, does he?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
What about
Honestly,
JC?
If the Packers are here,
Fashanu.
I'm taking JC Latham or Olu Fashanu.
I would be good with that.
Which one would you prefer, Fashanu?
Olu's got tiny hands too. His hands are tiny too. I just heard that.
This is my 2 and 3.
What computer? What are we doing?
So I'm good with either one of those tackles.
Wait, which ones? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Fashanu or Latham?
I have Fashanu graded higher. Did he? Hold on one second.
Is either of them a left tackle? Both of them? Which one?
Yes.
Fashanu exclusively played left tackle.
Yeah, so
I would take Fashanu.
Yeah, so we're drafting a guy to play left tackle.
Yeah.
The premium. Then would you, what would you do with Rasheed Walker? Then would you try to use him at right tackle?
If you push Tom in, yeah.
Yeah, that's why if any scenario where we're drafting a tackle in the first round, I'm thinking Zach Tom at center.
Yeah.
J.C. Latham played most of his career at right tackle.
So you could leave Rasheed at left tackle then,
left,
and take J.C. Latham, put him in as true right tackle, and push. Yeah.
And leave Walker where he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I lean that way.
I bet you do.
Okay.
So this is where I could see, I know Simon wasn't happy with it, but I could see them then turning around and trading out of 41, trading down to pick up another third and maybe a fourth.
Nope.
No, why wouldn't I be happy with that? That's what I'm saying is I would like.
We take Chop Robinson right here.
I'm just saying, like, in general, I like the value of the second and third round guys more than I do moving up to only 16.
Okay.
I mean, that's moving up 9 picks in the first round. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. You give up 2 picks in your top 100 picks or whatever to move up to that.
Well,
like,
the
you better
NS
get like a for sure player on your board.
I can't remember his size.
6 foot, 188.
Just a little light, but.
And he also like bombed the crap out of his pro day or whatever testing.
Oh, okay.
If I remember right, his RAS is dog.
I think he's a guy that could be there at 58, but
I would like Mike Sanders still if he was like 2 inches taller.
Yeah, I agreed on that.
Yeah.
I still think Chop Robinson is the pick.
Okay.
Oh, whoops. I'm an idiot. Yeah, NS Rakestraw 479 RAS.
Ugh.
Go for Chop.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Yeah, if Chop falls to us at 41, I'm all for
I'm sprinting that one up.
Then Edrin Cooper or Christian Haynes here would be.
Yep, I'm down for either one.
What do you guys think? Edrin Cooper because he's a true need? Or do you go Christian Haynes and then you have a right tackle, a guard, a center? I mean, you're 100% set right there.
I don't love the rest of the linebackers in the draft, but I like some of the interior offensive line
so
guys.
You would think Edrin Cooper?
I would, but that's just me.
So what if pause it around 90 real quick. once you do it. I just want to see
Let
something.
me put this one down before I click it. Okay. Pause it around 90.
Yeah. And see if, and then we can scroll up because we know the names or whatever. Keep going. Yeah. Jesus, that goes fast.
It's in turbo mode.
Okay.
There we go.
Is like McCormick available or any of them that we
don't know.
kind of like around that area?
don't know.
We'll scroll.
Scroll where? Scroll where? Up here? I mean,
McCormick's probably available, right?
I would think so. So what would it take to move at this point? Because I know you like the depth in the third round, Simon. Like, what would it take to move up to 92 from 126?
92 is a value of 43. What picks do we have left?
126.
126 is a 20.
So we need 23 more.
Yep.
169.
That one is 9.
Okay. Well, what about 126 and next year's fourth?
Fourth. Give me a fourth. Say the Packers are picking late.
126 again.
Say the Packers are at 26 again. You're looking at 40.
So that's what we would need, right?
We need 43. So it's possible.
I think
I can try it so I can
see what happens.
If we do 126 and a fourth for 92.
Yeah.
This trade will not be accepted.
Throw in a seventh. Like throw in 245.
That's not gonna. That's probably worth.
That's wild to me. They accept everything else in this damn thing, and they won't accept that.
A 7th rounder at 245 is worth 1 point.
Okay, either way,
they're moving back like almost a full round.
Yeah, that's like 34 picks. Okay. So we'd have to probably do.
I'm not trading next year's third for it. So I would just say resume draft then and see what falls to us.
Okay.
Braylon Allen.
Tanner.
Braylon Allen would be interesting. Tanner Bortolini is there, but
So we're drafting a Badger.
In this position, we're moving because we drafted. Did we draft Christian Haynes? We didn't, did we?
We did not. So we have J.C. Latham, Chop Robinson, and Edgerrin Cooper.
Okay. So
we have
so crazy.
We went offensive line, edge rusher, linebacker. But if we're putting Zach Tom at center in this situation, I think it makes more sense to go with a guy like Braylon Allen.
Yeah.
Or to go with Mekhi Wingo would be the other guy that I would look at.
Yeah.
I like Mekhi Wingo.
So, I mean, we went O-line, edge, linebacker. Do you want to go D-line or running back?
Braylon Allen would be very interesting here.
Okay.
If the Packers walked away with no D lineman taking, I'd still feel comfortable. Yeah, I'd still feel comfortable.
Check on all linemen here, interior and tackle. I mean, yeah.
Bo Limmer?
Bo Limmer would be interesting.
Not a bad one either. Javion Cohen, I wouldn't hate.
I do. Yeah, Javion Cohen wouldn't be bad for interior.
If we're looking at strictly interior, I would still pick Bo Limmer.
Yeah.
I can look. Let me look and see if he's played anywhere else. Bo Limmer, he's kind of big for a center. Bo Limmer's played a shit ton of right guard. He's actually played more right guard in his career than center.
Yeah, so I think that'd be a good pick. I think I want to say I had him in my top 3 for centers. So I can't remember exactly where he was.
Michael said 2 tackles from Penn State. Yeah. Steve said I like Chop too, but is he dense enough? I think he's like 245.
Yeah, he's not a bad size.
Yeah, he's a speed rusher for sure.
No, he's 250. Well, that's
Limmer.
Well, let me see what he.
Oh, look him up at the combine. What he weighed?
Yeah.
So, one thing we haven't picked yet is a safety.
Oh yeah.
Oof.
He's waiting at 254.
Dominic
okay.
That's not terrible.
I would go anywhere in
James Williams. Actually, James Williams might not be a bad pick.
I think isn't he huge?
6'5".
Yeah, he was a converted linebacker. James Williams.
Hampton's pretty big too. 6'3", 220.
Could you imagine sticking him in the box?
Bro, imagine being left to drive by your quarterback. Oh my god.
I'm good with either one. I
like
James
Williams more, but I don't care.
James Williams would just be interesting. He's definitely like he's gonna work or he's not. Like he's gonna be too big. But
I had Williams higher than Hampton by I don't know 2 or 3 I think.
So did I.
Okay, so we'll go Williams.
So draft the freak at safety, I guess.
Yeah. And then at 219,
I'm an idiot.
You keep saying it. Nobody's disagreeing with you.
I don't think you guys will.
I could see him double dipping at safety here too.
I could too.
Dominic Hampton scored a 9.74 RAS.
Sheesh. He went barely before 219.
I mean, most of it is his size, but his testing's not bad either. 10 broad, ran a 4.51 40.
It's not bad for that size.
39 vert. Like it's pretty solid.
Jalen
He's got big hands, long arms. I don't hate it.
He's so light.
I'll say he's kind of small, yeah.
Which one? Oh yeah,
160 pounds.
He's gonna have to go.
There you go. There you go. There's the beef.
Where's the beef? And he got better every year.
It's at Arby's, by the way.
I smell like beef.
Oh,
isn't it? We have the meats now.
Such a good video.
Look at that elite passer rating.
A lot of missed tackles.
Fine. This guy
is the most coverage stops, run stops.
He doesn't have the most. He has the least.
The least, yeah, that's what I meant. He has one. He has one. That's what I meant. Only allowed 2 touchdowns. 5 passes defensed.
This would be someone you're putting in with the size just to help with against the run, to be honest. And don't forget, we just took the other guy. So
drafted by Green Bay, 16%. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's was it Jake that said you could see him double dipping at safety?
I said it, but yeah.
If you click on any of the safeties, I'm pretty sure most of them are drafted by Green Bay. Most. You know who would be interesting? Milton, Tennessee's quarterback.
I literally said that before.
Oh, did you? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This safety is most drafted by.
No, I said that there's a lot of talks about them drafting and developing a quarterback. So Milton has all the physical tools.
I really like him.
There's
He's big and fast.
Yeah.
And if you're going to get taught how to play quarterback, I think Tom Clemens is pretty much as good as it gets.
I think he'd be fun to watch in preseason too.
Yeah.
Bro, he would be electric with all these.
Joe Milton here.
Roster.
He's not okay. My thing with Milton, he's not accurate, but the dude has a fucking cannon.
Yeah.
Dude, he has all the physical tools. He's fast as fuck, dude.
He's like a less polished version of Anthony Richardson.
Bro, he would be fucking sick in Green Bay.
What's going on? What just happened?
Turbo mode.
Milton, baby.
You still take Jalen. He's just too small.
Jalen Simpson, yeah.
That would be so fun in preseason. I agree, Simon. That would be. I would watch it.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
What's Dejon Anthony's size?
6 foot 205.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
He's a little old. Holy shit.
At this point, though.
Decent PFF grade.
10 pass breakups.
3 interceptions. Playing in the SEC against LSU.
2.3 passer rating is pretty low, too.
The Brewers just walked in the tying run.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. That's how you do it.
Bases are still loaded.
Oof. How many outs?
2 outs. They had 2 outs and they decided to walk it.
Sorry, he's going to strike the next guy out. Take it to extras.
Okay, anyways, so Dejon Anthony?
Sure.
Okay. Then we have 1 pick left.
Oh, jeez.
Will Richard.
Will Richard.
No. And we already drafted a quarterback. Don't need a tight end. Edufan Ulofashio. That's the dude. That's Steve's. That's Steve's dude that he was looking out for.
Sure, take him. Shout out to Steve.
Yeah.
Shout out to Steve.
Steve said he had a 955 RAS.
I just want to hear Jake say his name and if he ever plays
955.
6
foot 236.
I'm trying to be facetious right now.
Fictitious.
Fictitious.
Draft Christian Haynes. Rip.
That's
that's literally what we were talking about.
Was it Christian Haynes versus Edgerrin Cooper? Yeah. Oh, that was
PFF don't like me.
In the face with that.
Let's go. What was the final?
B-.
Okay.
It's not too bad. They didn't like Steve's pick.
Nope.
Because we drafted him 6 picks too early.
Yeah.
6
should've
picks
signed
too
him.
early.
Traded
when we're
back.
talking about the
We should have
255 range, bro.
signed him as an undrafted free agent.
But we got a B+ for drafting Dejan Anthony 7
go.
picks early because he's a position.
Tyler, we should draft CJ Getz with our last pick next one.
I'm in. All right,
Yeah,
so that's
one
what it
more?
looks like when you trade up. I don't know. Is there anything else you guys want to do here?
Mm-mm.
We did a
I'm just
full
ready for the
breakdown,
draft,
2 3-rounders,
man.
2 7-rounders. One of them where we traded up.
Yeah. I like
Steve's super excited for the Ulo Fashio.
Let's go.
Oh,
He's from Alaska?
He's from
No
Alaska. I
kidding.
love Wisconsin winters. Him and Simon can be
okay.
buddies.
Yeah. I'm down.
We build an igloo together.
All right.
Are we doing one? Are we
Riding
doing
this
one more
together.
draft, or is that it?
We can do another one if you guys want to. Yeah, I mean, what else do you guys want to look at? I mean, if there's anything else.
Let's
I'm
take
good.
it out.
I think the other thing we can do is if you guys want to, anybody wants to do anything individually, we can record a video individually, or we can just post the final results individually between the 4 of us. If anybody wants to post anything, just obviously, if any of the 4 of us are going to post anything, make sure you put your name on it so that somebody knows who it was. Michael said to try to trade out of the first round. I mean, there's things we could do there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we can, like I said, we can each individually look at some between now and Thursday. We are going to be live during the first 3 rounds of the draft. We're going to do Thursday and Friday night. And John from Lombardi Time Brews is going to join us for that as well. So we're going to have a full crew for those shows.
That's
And
good. I will
other
not
than
be
that-
here Friday, so we had a pre-planned thing, but I'll be here Thursday. So
Yeah, that's why we
did you
have
guys want to do your bold predictions I asked for? I can go first.
Yeah,
if you want
we
me
can
to.
definitely do that. Bryant, since it was your idea, you want to go first?
So I had 2 of them. So my first bold prediction is the Packers will select twice in the first round. And then my other bold prediction is that we will draft at least 4 offensive linemen in this draft.
Or-
We'll draft 4, not at least. I don't think we'll go above 4, but I have 4.
I can see that.
My main bold prediction is that the
Bold,
Packers' first 3 picks are all on defense.
Yeah, I went defense too. I think they're going to go heavy defense.
Jake or Simon, either of you guys got some bold ones you want to toss out there?
What do you got, Simon?
The Packers are going to draft a wide receiver in the first round.
Dude,
I'm just saying. I don't think it's out of the weird realm of possibility.
You know, we're getting to the point of the off season where I just don't like anybody. So
Dude,
the
there's so much
draft
off
to be here.
season to go to. We still have 4 months till we hit.
I know, dude. Don't remind me. But I will say this: we get a good break in July when college football drops. So that'll be nice. That'll be nice. Then everybody will get along. Everything will be right in the world again.
dude, just think. I mean, football's supposed to start picking up. We're gonna have the draft next week. After that, we're already looking at mini camps and everything. So.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, we got to win a Bucks title first, obviously.
Yep.
That's fair.
All right,
Dude, the way they're playing, I'm sorry, I don't think it's happening.
they've been playing injured. Anyways, Jake and I will be back on Wednesday to talk about the Bucks and the Brewers. We'll have game 1 and game 2 for the Bucks and the last 5 games for the Brewers on Wednesday. And then Thursday night will be live and Friday night will be live. So join us for that. So we will see you guys Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday next week.